this time, take a look around. Look what you did last night, what you did last night. Never heard a sound. Yeah, I know that you told me one day you'd show that you were right this time, you were right this time. Oh no, now the truth comes out and I know that you warned me about it. Shallow, you were only ever in for yourself, yeah, in for yourself. Oh great, fantastic, you mastered it all. Like you plastic, they had it so long. Over your
Right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I think a lot of you guys are going to be, tonight is going to be the final night. We're going to show you the third day of the Summer Season Championship, the final stage. Only 3 clans remaining. They are Raid, who are already in the grand finals. First of all, we will watch the games between Elements and Endgame EG. So definitely tonight's going to be really exciting. I hope you all enjoy. And tonight I'm going to start the stream an hour early because I have Tobi and Blaster in my schedule. They are going to join us in around 6 minutes. And we'll interview them and I'm going to actually ask them how they feel about that comeback, and likely comeback when they're down to 0-3, overturning it by winning 4 games on the run. So really tonight's going to be really exciting, and I'm sure you're going to be excited to be watching what's going on tonight. So we still have a couple of minutes remaining. Before I contact both Blaster and Tobi, I will actually show you the leaderboard, which I hopefully get the right thing. My Firefox is not working. Yeah, it's not working. That's bad. What should I do now? I forgot. I think that there was something that I was meant to do, but I forgot. I apologize for that, really. Gosh. Yes. So we are going to stream the lower bracket finals. They're going to happen in around 1 hour later. But if you just joined this stream, please go ahead. I mean, we have some really exciting stuff waiting for you. First of all, the interview between Blaster and also Tobi, and secondly, the analysis. We're going to analyze the games between Raid and also Elements. So definitely, it's going to be an exciting one. And my Firefox still not there yet, which is bad. Otherwise, I think my slots also froze. I don't know, like, I'm actually rendering a video right now, and now everything just froze. So I can't even show you the leaderboard on Firefox, which is bad. One thing I could do is that I could do Woblets EU. My Chrome is working, so let's actually go and look at that leaderboard using Chrome instead. So, well, actually, I think I didn't expose anything. I think that's good. Right, I'm going to show you how to do it here. Analysis. Tonight there will be a stream with prices and so on. Do go over and head to there. So you just type in eu.woblets.com, or you can type in woblets.eu. After that, you click into tournaments. Right, click the tournaments tab, and then this page will show up. These 3 tabs are absolute rubbish, so don't click on either one of that. Scroll down, click current here. After that, click on this button that says Summer Season Championship 2020. I know it's a bit of complicated stuff, but they didn't patch it in the game, I think. I don't know. I tried it before, but this is how it works. Fortunately, then click on the stream, and you make sure you need to log in. Okay, you need to log in, and Aminet is going to be streaming to be the current stream tonight. Besides Aminet, we also have Fujit and also every good name's taken in the commentary box to give you all the exciting stuff you need. So let's see if my Firefox still not ready yet. So this is bad. So let's actually predict who will get to top 1 tonight. Raid, EG, and also Elements. I really don't know, because like Elements, they're the underdogs here, but they have a lot of premium tanks. To be honest with you here, because they have like triple T4E2 and Triple 252Us, and we saw they beat Endgame 3-2 on that fixture. We'll see how Endgame's going to do, but Endgame is playing with little budget, so they don't have a lot of premium tanks. They play with a lot of tag tree tanks, so everything could happen here, and we'll see. But like Endgame is one of the best EU clans in terms of strategy and so on, so anything can still happen. And then Raid, they're very strong at the moment, I must say. They're making a comeback 4-0 is just absolutely brilliant. But they need to be careful of the internet issues, first of all. This is like everyone's issues. Second, we second of all, the mistakes. We saw in Faust, Raid makes some horrible mistakes. So let's hope that's not going to be the case here. And right, so here, hello Tobi. Hello. Okay, right. I'm fine, and you? Right, I have the stream live already, so probably going to wait for Blaster maybe. That would be good. But actually, oh, Blaster's here. Hello Blaster, how are you? I'm very good as well. Thanks for accepting my thanks for accepting the interview invite. I'm sure what happened yesterday was just absolutely mind-blowing, I would say. Like, you guys were like down to 3 games. Elements were on the match for them. You guys managed to pull out a big comeback, winning 4 on the run. So that was brilliant performance for you guys. So congratulations on that. So first of all, I think everyone would want to ask is that how are you guys feeling at that moment when you were 3 down and after you won the entire fixture? How are you guys feeling at these 2 moments there? Yep. Alright,
And
so
we were just saying, let's try. We made some mistakes. If we concentrate on our game and if we can play better and don't do the mistakes we did in the first 2 games or 3 games, we should be able to at least win some rounds, you know.
I know, yeah, it's like the good prep talk you need for that. How about the feeling after you've made that unlikely comeback, though?
You always feel great after such a comeback with your with your back at the wall, and then you make the comeback happen. It's always a great feeling.
Yeah, I assume that's really that's amazing. Actually, I just wish all the best for your team in tonight's is going to be the grand finals. I wish your team all the best in the grand finals and snatch that big prize too. Yeah, how about the performance in general? How do you rate your team in this summer season? Overall, I would say.
I think it's difficult to rate teams because, like.
Oh no, I mean your team, your own team, the raid team.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with the achievement you have in the summer season tournaments? Well, I mean that's kind of a rubbish question, but yeah.
At the moment we are, and I think even if we lose the final, we're gonna be happy with the result. But to be fair, like we have a pretty good tank pool we can choose out of because we got many 252Us, and I think that's a little problem. So I don't know if we would be there with a worse tank pool or not. But all over, I think we are pretty solid right now.
Right. Yeah. How about you, Blaster? How do you think about the team's performance in general? And I just want to ask you about your general feelings about that. Yeah.
So all in all, I think it's the same teams like on tier 10. But the big surprise was Element, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to be in the bit of top 4 yet. No,
Yeah.
they're upper lower bracket, but
Yeah.
still top 4.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect them to get that far.
I didn't
But
either.
the other, yeah, but also, I mean, they got some people from AG, I think, if I'm not
EG,
mistaken.
I remember. Yeah, I
Yes.
do remember. Yeah,
Silver for
and
sure.
some from FBI as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people itself are very competent, but still it's a new team and
Yep.
they have to find them. So top 4 is a big goal for them, I think.
Yeah. So
But the other teams, I mean, Legion I was expecting them to perform well, but yeah, R2K is maybe the big disappointment in my eyes.
right.
I didn't expect them to not even get top 8,
Yes.
but
I mean, they
yeah,
got
so it's Element top 4.
yeah, but they also got beaten by Elements as well. I mean, R2K.
Yeah.
To come to think of that, Elements have beaten R2K, EG, and almost you guys as well. So I think Elements have punched above their weight and exceeded everyone's expectations. So I think they can relish what they have achieved this season. So my second question is that, of course, today is the last day in the summer season. So all the good clans are going to be looking ahead, and next big season will be the autumn season, or you can say it's going to be the twister season. So everyone will be preparing for that. So how are you guys preparing for this autumn season then?
I guess we will keep training throughout the summer.
Right.
Tier 10, back
Yes.
at Tier 10, which is our
Finally.
favorite tier.
Of
for sure.
course, yeah.
Way more enjoyable than Tier 8, and yeah, I hope we can keep our good form up. Like in the summer tourney, we had a pretty good form for Tier 10,
Yeah.
and yeah, the team communication is pretty good at the moment, and I hope we can keep it up and perform in the autumn season as well.
Yeah, I really hope so. How about you, Blaster? What's going to be your overview for the autumn season?
You mean teams or expectations?
Expectations for your team, maybe expectations for other team as well, just in general. The preparations for your team and expectations for other teams in autumn season.
So first of all, I'm really glad that we will be back at Tier 10
Right.
in autumn.
That's
the
cool.
Twister. Well, I mean, Tier 8 was a different experience now, but
Right.
I think Tier 10 is way better for Clan Wars in general.
Right.
But that's a different topic. So yeah, I think we're gonna prepare well, like the last few times, and the teams will recover. So I think R2K will be up again. Legion will be on top
Definitely.
in top 8, together with maybe Element if they hold their form
Yeah,
like this.
they look really formidable. Yeah, and sorry, go on, you go.
And yeah, I think our goal will be again to be top 4. That's the first minimal goal. And then let's see how we will perform further.
Yeah, that's cool. So my final question will be actually the summer season have received some big backlashes from the community in general, whether it's the win rate seeding in all the tournaments except the final stage, and also the tier 8 tournaments being a bit paid to win for quite a lot of clans. And I don't know, but what are your suggestions to Wargaming? How do you think about the format and the organization of the summer season in general?
I think, especially for Tier 8, premium tanks should be banned. Like, it's a complete disappointment if you see a team having so many premiums.
Yeah.
Raid included as well, for sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
great,
know.
like,
Yeah, I know.
We've spoken to teams like Endgame,
Yeah.
and they have way less
Yeah.
FPU and way less OP premiums, you know, and it's kind of disappointing if the teams with the good premiums can just rush over you because they have the better tanks, you know.
Yeah, I
And-
could see that.
Like yesterday was ELEM, for example.
Yeah,
We
elements.
saw that T54 eating these sharks. Like,
Oh.
in the first game we were like, oh, they are playing 3 of them.
Yeah.
And never saw them.
Yeah.
And then those things are just insane, you know. Like,
yeah, I know.
T32 as counter or as tech tree tank is way worse.
Mhm.
Like, cooldown it's maybe as good as, but more
The gun, I think.
CPM.
Yeah, they're gonna change.
And the durability is way better on the shark.
Right.
Same with the 25TU. You know, there's no tech tree tank which is almost as good as the 25TU.
Right,
And
right.
that's I don't know.
The really big sad point in this thing is that Wargaming didn't even want to accept or don't want to see it that Tier 8 is that much of a pay-to-win meta right now, because the T54E2, like Tobi said earlier, is the better version of a T32
I
of
see.
the tech tree. The Object 252U is a better version of IS3 or IS5 maybe.
Yep.
And so it's going on. The only really tech tree tank you can drive is the FV Lite, the
Right.
new one, because it's completely broken on its tier.
Yes.
So it's kind of not really fun, because if you don't have the tanks you can't perform well. That's a big downside of the tier 8 tourney at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
curious if Wargaming will ban other collector and premium tanks on tier 10 as well, after seeing the big impact on tier 8.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I will wait for Twister, but I don't see that they will ban any tanks.
I mean, yeah, we saw in the Asia server as well. At one point, there are 9 252s for across the two teams, and it's just really sad to see. And even if you guys actually follow Asia server, GV just used the same lineup: 7 premium tanks, double defender Mark 1s, and then quintuple 252s. I mean, absolutely, you can see the tier 8 tournaments is just littered with premiums, and I think it's not really a good thing to see, because this game is free for everyone and technically should promote people to actually work hard for getting the tanks they want, getting the good tanks they want, not to do the quick routes and to advertise those kind of premium tanks. So I do really get your point there, and hope. I don't know if Wargaming is going to do the tier 8 tournaments once again, but I hope not, because it's. I think it's a tournament for the rich people, if I might say that.
It's totally true in my opinion.
Yeah.
The rich and the lucky ones. Like
Yeah,
selling OP tanks in crates with 3% drop rate or something.
Oh yeah, that's not good to see.
You have to be pretty rich to be sure that you will get it. And that's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
like-
that's true.
At least for the competitive part of the game, I think premium should be banned, and that's it.
That's
Same with T22 and Tier 10.
Oh, T22.
Like T22 is not that good, or not that much overpowered as some might think, because the gun is not that good
Yes.
compared to the counterparts like Object 140. So yeah.
And also you have the
But armor-
mobility as well, which is
the ar-
not as good as well. But yeah, the armor is one of the reasons
It's
why
broken, yeah.
it's a bit broken. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see you all once again, and achieving really good results for raid in the tier 10 tournament. So thank you both for joining in to this interview, and so I wish you all the best for tonight, and hopefully you're going to show us some amazing games, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you too.
No problem. I'll feed the same. All the best for you two, all tonight as well.
Yeah.
It's alright. Bye both.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye. So on the chat we just have Tobi and Blaster from Raid. Tobi is the leader of Raid's team, and Blaster is just his kind of person alongside him to help in terms of communicating of what's going on. So yeah, you just saw Raid's team. They're definitely happy about making this kind of comeback. I'm sure they are, of course. Right, so we only have one watching, so the kind of viewership is not good at the moment. Deathwings, it's going to finish. Nope, it's I'm thinking, because we still have around 40 minutes left, so at this point in moment of time, I'm going to actually say in the chat that you can rewind the interview with Raid at an early, like the first. I think I started the stream at 7 to 6 in the UK time, so I think tune in to.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see.
So before I start to analyze all the games, oh, we're starting to have a spike here. So we start to have a spike here. So I'm going to start to analyzing 4, 3, raid and elements. So this is going to be fun. However, the resolution I have right now with this is going to be very bad. So please bear with me. I'm going to adjust that very soon, and I think it will become very good in the end. So bear with me for that. Let's change to this. Good. And let's change to here. Yep, you see it's very blurry. It will change very soon. Off with the 215 strike one. Yeah, it's still very blurry. It's better. Right. I thought I almost again forgot to switch from studio mode back into the. Oh, you didn't? You switched into the right mode. Okay, so before we start looking at Raid's lineup double German Bulldog, it's actually the strategy that won them against Legion. Actually, we'll see if that's going to work. But the problem with the German Bulldog is the size and the shape. It's a bit square, so that means it's not a low profile tank. And it's also pretty. Yep, one voice is good at the other. Okay. Right, it's probably Tobi with the voice not being good actually, but yeah. Probably have it down very low. I think I readjusted that in the end. Apologies. Okay, sorry. Let me continue. So the German Bulldog, the problem is that before I actually, just give me a second or two to answer your questions here. Oh, there we go. The blurry voice is Right, let's continue. Apologies for the delay. There we go. Analysis. So, you see, Tobi, JP playing the double German Bulldog. Let me start over again. I mean, Raid taking with double German Bulldog, double T52 and triple T32. Looking at elements, they are taking an IS3 Defender, double 252, triple T54E2, and a Tiger 2. So you might say that in terms of lineup, both would be similar, and I think that's a glitch on the right. Elements getting spotted up already at the start. I think it's a glitch. German Bulldog, the problem we saw it worked well against Legion. The problem with the German Bulldog is the size and the size, the shape, and also the armor. So the armor is pretty weak, so it's easily achievable, and also the size is a bit square, so that means it's not low profile. It cannot hide. The tank cannot be hidden under some low obstacles. So the German Bulldog has, and also it's relatively big as a light tank. So German Bulldog has quite a big disadvantage in terms of the size, and I don't think Wargaming can change that because they never resized any tanks in the game. So you have this kind of inherent disadvantage here. But the good thing about the German Bulldog is I think it's the HE shell, which has anomalously high penetration, and the DPM associated with it is also relatively good. So you are going to expect how Raid's going to work with the double German Bulldogs, and let's see if it's going to work against them or work for them. So let's begin. So it's buffering. Oh, there we go. Resolution spec. Look at this overlay.
Elements with a slight
Chef's
inherent hit point advantage here. Let's up and away.
Okay, so with this kind of setup, you're going to expect the raid side, if I could draw, to be heading into C. C cap is a cap that is closer to this red spawn, and the blue spawn elements, it's further away, actually, if you go to D. So the north side, you have the cap advantage on C. But that is not to say you can also have advantage over B as well. If you take it early and you take D as well, you can have cap advantage, and we saw some clients already doing some kind of moves over to B. So what I'm expecting is the German Bulldogs will go to A spots, I think, because they are pretty quick, so they can get the information up, and if they got the tank spot there, they can just run away. Yeah? So we'll see if it's going to be the case. While Elements, I think with this kind of setup, I'll be expecting them to go to this side. But you'll see later on, I am very, very wrong. So let's continue. Come on. Come on.
And we'll
Yeah,
see
there we go.
very soon. Raid going mostly to C, and it's going to be spotting a bit on A as well. Look at OG Project. How down here?
Okay, look, I mean, this spot is, as I always say, RTK discovered that. Really, really good spot, I would say. So, I mean, it was streamed live, so everyone knows this is a good spot, and T32 would be the perfect tank for that, because it's high enough to work with this kind of ledge here, but also the turret is big enough such that the whole armor is covered. Yeah, turret armor is pretty good as well. So if someone wants to penetrate the turret armor of a T32, it's going to be difficult. And when the distance increases, this is going to be increasingly difficult. That is not to say you can try to penetrate the cupola, but it's very, very small indeed. So if you get penetrated by the enemies, it's either two cases: you got terribly unlucky. Second, you peaked a bit way too much. All right. I mean, the interview ended. I will give the regards to the Asian server. Thank you. Oops. But we also might see information getting spawned up. Look at these tanks getting the elements going this way instead. Contrary to what I expect, they're going to A. So you're going to see this tank is going to spot up very early on. So we'll be seeing here. Hello, David. How are you doing?
Yeah. Thank you, RTK, for inventing that. No, I think you discovered that, not inventing. That's a wrong word. But
Tobi
spotting up.
Okay, so I was saying the Tobi is spotting up tanks, but you should not go to A anyhow. I think I can show it in the game if I could. Let's get let's create actually new source for that. Hello. Well, Sloth's so slow tonight. I'll show you in the training room what I mean by that. And I have a German Bulldog here, so I'm going to show you how you can spot with that. Where is that tank? I have it somewhere, but it's missing. Well, where are you? I can't find you. Oh my goodness me! Have I sold it? I hope I didn't. Oh yeah, there we go. Training room. So we're in the Faust. Oh, it's here, and we're going to spawn on the side. Yes, I'm in the right side, and come on. Oh, my sloths is freezing. Oh, goodness me. Apologies for the wait, it's just the sloths being so utterly so low tonight. Okay, there we go. So I can show you here. Get ready up. So this is Faust. For you, if you see the top left-hand corner, so I load into this very quickly. One way to spot up the tanks on the south side, you want to go this way. Just look at how I'm going to do here. Yep, we'll drop the speed boost, and there's some pings that's fine, but it's not going to be good. And also, how is everyone tonight? Hopefully doing fine. So you go to this way, you never go to A at the start, because you will see very soon with trouble with that. So usually go to here, get the spots up for whoever is going through this lane, and then, yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. So let me hide this. Let's continue.
Up. Oh no! 624. Why would he go for A in this situation? That was a very bad move. That's not how you spot. It's just really bad move, really. And now he's down to potentially one.
So you see how Tobi took a ton of hits trying to get A like that, and they also have some heads as well. Look at the other side. They're not spotting anything up on D, so they must know something is not right there. So Tobi going a bit too overconfident and on A, and that actually paid. That actually was the terrible move. Especially he is the only tank there on this side for raid. So let's continue.
Shot 397. Oh no, he's not long for this world. He's giving up. But he did. Oh, is that a Luro from Dictator? Oh, that was a horrible start for raid. Oh, they lost Tobi.
Oh, but as soon as Tobi goes down, you see, Raid responded. So what I really like Raid, and you also see in some tournaments against EG, I think the first game in the Mayan Ruins is that whenever someone makes the horrible move, they just react to that, help that. I mean, that's a really good gesture, I would say, because I mean, you're in very nervous situations. Messing ups do happen. Raid tries to cover up that mess up by helping that teammate. So I really like how it goes with Raid. So let's continue.
And he's a light tank, so that's really bad. But now Raid is going to push in. into Deathwings and Ruffy, but I think they realized that they now have 5 tanks to support.
So what Elements also did really well here is that, look at them, they have 5 tanks, they are going to absorb the push coming from Raid. And they have better positions though. If I can go back to the training room and see from 2 perspectives, and I'm going to show you how Elements have the advantage here. And they only have one tank down actually. So as I go back to this, oh, I'm still here. So let me get this back up. There we go. Back in my German Bulldog, so let me traverse around to Element's side first, point of view. So as I move to this, but as I rotate, in this scenario, you can use this rock and you can spawn a mob like that. You still have some distance away from the raid team. You can even go to this building like that. You spot up, especially you can spot up the D like that, and then you can side straight using this building here. You can even move back. If they try to pop up in this area over here, you can keep on moving back, still fine. You have the buildings. The buildings are going to actually block the push. It's like the kind of the rocks in the river. It diverts the river flow. So that means you can create loads of choke points in accordance to Raid's pushes. So if I go to actually Raid's point of view, so you can see how difficult it is to rush from this side, and you see they can't rush it at all. And that gave Elements some time to respawn and also regroup a bit. So from this point of view, yeah, you might take the ramps over here, but if you try and push, if you try and push, you can go something like that. Minimap. Oh, you can go something like that. That will spot up. I mean, you're here. Here you can. The tanks on the corner will spot you up. So inherently, trying to push from D is not really. It's pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. And if you push down this lane, what's going to happen is that as soon as you exit out of this lane, Tada, you show your side to the enemies center around here, okay? Center around this kind of lane. So the point here you want to take away is D trying to, don't try to push through D. You want to actually hold something, hold a bit, and then actually you can allow the enemies to push you to D. I mean, that's actually also difficult as well. So yeah. And before I continue, I need to respond something. So wait for me.
I've been working, you complaining, feel the pressure crashing over me. I understand you losing patience, cause it feels like an eternity. Just think of the foreign cars and those golden stars on the sidewalk. Throw all the bills away, cause that shit's all paid. It's exciting. So won't you tell me, what are you thinking? Let me pick apart your mind.
Right, so yeah. Good. So let's continue. Right. Zoom in. Let's continue and see what's going to happen. Okay. Bottom left of the replay. I'll do it tonight. I will zoom in because the problem is this is a recorded stream, so I cannot zoom in anyhow. So I will try not to use that minimap. So I'm going to just try to draw on the map here. So I'm sorry about that.
It's 7 versus 6 for Elements. The Elements have lots of they have hit point pooling, so that was really
Sorry.
poor move, poor play by Tobi here. there is a much better position for you to get that that
Oh,
information.
also
for
elements
the
have
team.
2 tanks on
You
the other
don't
side,
need to
so.
go and aim for A for that.
Ooh, this is a really good play by elements here. Look at that. As soon as I draw you here, JB tries to run away, and the German Bulldog yet once again like that. I think he wants to guess. I think he would turn here because this is better than turning. If he turns here, that means if I change to blue, Brokey can come in like that and tackle you like that. So you probably don't want to do that. What Dictator has done really well. Got the spot here. Crossfire coming to here. So really good play by both Dictator and Just Brokey. But the problem is Raid, what they can do here as well. Rush them. Yep. I mean, 3 tanks is fine. I think with the 252 and the T32, this is possible. And especially when Dictator is at the front line, just he is somewhat behind here. You can see on the minimap, he's still a distance behind. Yep. So there we go.
JB taking a big hit. Oh no. This has gone from bad to worse for Raid. Elements control.
Oh yeah, I mean JP not even going to one of my 2 suggestions, so you know how panicked JP is.
Doing this really well. Money did hold down here. Are we going to see a push from Elements? Let's hop over to here.
Okay, what's going on here? There are only 2 tanks holding, and there are like 5 tanks. So elements, they realize this information. Really good read by elements, and I think it's they took advantage of Raid's hesitation where to rush Brokey or Dictator or not, and this would mean, as I draw on here, over for Raid. And I don't know why there's like a tank behind these 2 tanks. So they're not holding a straight line here. And maybe I say he might want to do crossfire over here. I think it's behind the screen. So but want to do crossfire over here. But in this situation needs to push needs to support. I think he needs to go to this way and support OG project. And let's see what's going to happen.
5 tanks onto 2. Raid are in loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads.
Oh, playmaker, this is about this is a misplay because there are more tanks going for OG project than Six. Six is fine, and Six dropping the reactive armor at the wrong time as well. So of course elements would not rush this lane. Of course, Rush will be rushing this lane. Yeah. So let's see if they are doing that. I mean, if they're going to do this, if they're going to rush this, I would say is stupid STU PID. Okay, so they are not going to do that, right? Hopefully not.
And loads of trouble. 6 dropping the reactive armor. Ruffy is going to push in. OG project though. Ruffy, he's leading the charge. But
JP did come from behind, but what happened to the other tank on the other side? Yeah, you see they kind of flaked here. Like what? Like the tank, also like to the right of I don't know who here. The money dude. What is he doing there? It should in fact maybe if I have better camera angle here.
he's a bit low.
No. Let's no. No, I think this is I didn't zoom in on that. Should be going actually to something like that. Okay, so in the mini map will be going something like that to kind of distract those T54 E2 because now T54 E2 can just rush in 2 versus 1. That's not what you want to see. Because 2 versus 1, then you compare it to like 6 versus 5. 2 versus 1 is just miles better. And that's just only 1 tank of difference, and that makes a lot of difference. That means you're going down to 2 tanks. So let's continue.
Project though, Ruffy, he's leading the charge, but he's a bit low to stop and possibly allow Bretzel to come over. I think Raze has lost the plot here.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Really, Sick and also Playmaker holding this, but I don't think that will buy them time here.
So look at elements. They got OG Project really well. I'm not sure if they should actually focus the T32 and the 252 there. They could just push in and connect with the money dude, and that's basically over for raid. Yeah, so you can just like send 5 tanks, five tank rush to here. So elements, they know they have advantage. I don't blame them for not doing that, but that could even finish the game even more quickly, let's say. And freeing up these 2 tanks. I mean, if you don't free up both Brokey and also Mr. Dictator, that could backfire.
OG Project is going to be killed by either Ruffy or Bretzel. Bretzel even ignoring that. Good kill by Ruffy though. But Raid, Money Dude is down to 1 shot. He's down. JP trying to shoot into Dictator.
So this is pretty much over. So let's actually go for the next game. Okay. So this is the second game for Raid and also Elements. Elements had a first win here. So Raid now dropping the crew twist, which I totally agree with because that backfired for them completely. They change into action. Like we're going to see how it's going to work. But as I assume once again, Raid will be going all to will be going to here potentially crew twist, capping D first, and then going for the A spots. I can't even draw the light bulb. Okay, so yeah, so for elements they're going to say lineup. So I assume either they're going for A once again, or they're going for the other side. But A, the north side, going to A is less advantageous. In randoms, you also see it's not as good as the south side because first of all, as I show you on the strats gauge, that could make things easier to explain. Let me create a briefing, and this is going to be Faust. So I'm going to show you on the strat sketch here. So this is a Faust map for you. So the north side, what's not good about it is that the blue is the elements here. Is that let's just take for example the blue tanks here. So and red tanks over here. Yep. So you just need to just spot up this lane here, and if I draw this yellow square, yellow rectangles here, you see very obviously why north side is inherently disadvantageous here. One might argue that this is like similar distance, but of course, this is quicker. I would say the south side is quicker, and this is exactly why you would have a lot of trouble. And for this north side, yes, you might get spotted up going to here like that, but you have this kind of obstacle to work with. For the north side, for the south side, if you get spotted here, this is easy to run away, I would say, because you have this natural terrain for that. But for this to run away though, you just need to go to here and you are dead. Pretty much. I mean, this is also workable. This kind of obstacle, you don't. This is less effective. So you see why north side going A is not as good as south side going A.
Yes, I got the right order, so yeah. It's not messed up.
Oh, let me clear this.
Ray needs to do much better than the last game. Last game was just not
Hi, Laurie.
there. Just not them really. It's not Ray. This is not Raid for me.
Okay,
But
let's
Element's
skip a
going
bit.
for
Skip.
potentially C this time.
Well,
No
skip.
one onto A. I
Skip.
think Tobi's
It's
gonna
not
get D, but,
responding.
as I said before, it's easier to get C on the it's
let's-
quicker to get C than on to getting D. So now Caplink to Elements.
Good.
In terms of the mind games though, I mean no one's going for A, and that's really good.
Okay, so Ray knows that all of the forces of elements are in C, so that means Toby doesn't need to go to A and spot them up. They didn't, still haven't spotted Tiger 2 yet. But if they send the Tiger 2 to A, that will be stupid, because how can the Tiger 2 run away if you get? Who is going to help him in the end? So definitely Ray knows they are all there. So what Toby can do now is that he can go into B and then just flank them from there and see it's going to work like that.
Without Elements actually going for a rush here, JP might be.
Okay, good read by JP to actually turn back and run away, because Elements didn't make him push. Look at that. Look at that. This could work. This actually appeared on my stream before as I brief you on the strategies on Faust. And let me show you that Okay, for 1 second. So back to this, and then let's actually change. Let me find Faust for you. There we go. This is the map that I use for the stream. Well, it's a different arrow, but you see this is a kind of a relatively popular rush maneuver, and you see a lot of traffic there as well. So let's close this.
In loads and loads of trouble. He needs to run away safely.
Oh, where's my
Can
mouse?
Playmaker connect into some shells? Connect it into one, and I think look at them trying to chase over to JP. Is JP going to take some big hits from Ruffy and also?
Oh, he's lucky. He's lucky.
Just by the finest of margins, but JP is now trapped.
Stop!
Look at him, trapped.
Stop. Okay. JP. Yeah, he managed to run out safely, but he exited the wrong way. Because right now what's going to happen is I show you on Strat's gauge. This is what happens. So let me clear everything up here. So this is what happens when you just when you look at the elements forces here. I think there are like 3 tanks going in. If I can recreate everything right nicely, and then I think there are 4 more tanks over here, like it positioned in this way. So it's like that. I think something like that. Raid forces. Let's look at that. Raid forces. I think if I was seeing something like that, I would say, and then he will run like this. This is a very horrible maneuver, because that means these tanks can just chase him around, and this tank would be no more. Okay, so this is a wrong way to run away. Again, I think this is a panic. Maneuver here. So what he should have done, he should have gone this way, like that. Yes, you might take some hits at first, but that also means these tanks can just act like a sunglass. No, sorry, an hourglass, and just get all your forces here, and that means if I can draw it here, if I can actually simulate what's going to happen, is that it's like, goodness me, as this tank runs away like that, these tanks can close in. Not this. Let me remove the arrows. These tanks close in, provide a shield, a tank shield, as he runs away. And this is going to mean these tanks are in trouble. Okay, so that's I think would be a better idea for raid if that's happening. So so once again, so this time JP panicked a bit. Okay. Okay, you didn't see what's going on. Let me retry. Once again, I'm going to re-demonstrate how you can do that. Is that because now JP runs away like that. That means you get crossfire from here and now to here. These can just go here like that, and he is no more. Okay, so you don't want to do that because you're going to lose one tank automatically. So what you want to do is if I show you here, so that this tank would just go here and exit like that. These tanks come forward, create a tank shield, and escort this JP out of this, and potentially can go back up here, get the tanks here like that. That could mean elements, these tanks, if I show it like that, these tanks can be no more. Okay? Right, so you saw what's going on.
By like how many tanks? 5 tanks. He is in loads of trouble.
So let's
Raid
skip a bit.
potentially, but equally it's going to be even because they're going to shut down just Brokey. Their hit points is still in favor of elements though.
And that's what you see shutting down those 3 tanks, but unfortunately JP lost at the start. Now 6 getting focused. So raid this kind of coordination is a little bit not like raid, I would say.
Still not over for both teams yet, but now the lead has swung back into the elements with over 2k hit point advantage though. Yet once again, Raider formation just flaked. I mean, just dissolved into water though.
Dissolving salt into salt water. What is that? You will get saturated at one point.
Dissolving salt into water.
I know. Stop repeating.
It's completely dissolved in this one.
Yeah, I mean, look at the raid forces now. They're getting pretty separated, and from this point on, elements with over 3k hit point advantage is it's elements game, right? So let's move on to the next one. So next one is Castilla. So this one is a really good game by elements though. Raid, even if I say fish, I would try to make a video on what it means by that. Even if they are doing some mechanism similar to this, elements still can still win it relatively good because one reason is that JP, I don't know what happened to him, ping issues, internet issues, and secondly, I like how they work with that numbers. Basically, no side has. I mean, Raid doesn't have an advantage in terms of numbers. We want to rush, but they got countered. So let's continue.
Dude, playmaker Tobi, triple T32 played by OG Project Blaster and Sake. JP playing the T54E2. This is an interesting choice.
So now Raid going with no lights. This can be a problem because Castilla you require some kind of mobility to spot up where the enemies are going. But equally, elements are going with no heavies. So I don't know why Raid would drop medium or light because that could give them crucial information on how elements are going. Because you need that light tank. And you can shut down where the enemies are going from the start. With that kind of information, I would say it's very, very important you must have light tank in your team or medium to give you that information. And Castilla is a relatively concealed and large map, so you definitely want that information. Maps like Himmelsdorf, no, not Himmelsdorf actually. Maps like Dynasty's Pearl, let's say, the importance of the lights and medium might not be that huge, but maps like Canal, Castilla, you need that light tank.
Yet once again, the newest.
Let's skip. Yeah.
Charms.
They're going the other side.
Hotkey up and elements now. I think they're going to rush C by the looks of it. They go with Demoniac and Dias 3 Defender, Left Wings, and Ruffy in the double 2-5-2. Use double, triple, once again, triple T4E2 for Boosker, Just Brokey, and Mr. Dictator, and another Boosker is going to be in the Tiger 2. Definitely. They're rushing.
Ooh, elements going for a rush, and I was thinking whether they had actually look at my breathing there. So if I can show you up live here, that's my breathing I did before the match. If I show you here, this is it. So I drew 2 big arrows for both south and north. You can do it on both sides. See, basically you can do it, get a cap, and then defend B and C. But the problem is, now clans have a good counter against that. Is that they just foresee or rush, and you need to go out in the open like that. So why not put TDs, heavies over here, and shut you down? Yeah. So and also get a light tank and spot them up if they know they're going to rush here. I mean, shut them down. That's a very easy counter. Rush strategies are the easiest to get a counter against, I would say, in my opinion. So let's continue.
In towards nothing. I think Raid knows this. That could mean that could swing back into their favor. Raid, I don't know if they're going to play because what Elements be playing very rushy. They're just going rush. They're going to rush in.
So
the
now
end,
Elements going to get
they're going to
C. So let's skip a bit.
Basically,
Raid's going to get
Elements going
A,
to get Charlie cap. That's C cap. I mean,
nothing interesting
at the
about
start
this. They're going to get A,
but they have no
uncontested.
CDs that can,
Skip,
no,
skip,
and they're going to
skip.
his main
Okay,
purpose is spot
now I see
tags.
it. Good. This one, I would show you why it's very bad to go here. It's only for sporting, I would say. And let me change it to Castilla, and I'm going to show you in a combat, actually. Combat has like 12 degrees of depression, if I remember correctly. So where is... Okay, there we go. It's easier on the south side. So let me show you in the combat, and I tell you what's oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop here for now because the room is up. So let's head into the room. So now we have EG versus Elements here. Not really good viewership at the moment. Well, I'll see if I have time to talk to you about that. Talk to you. So it's going to be Bakken. Let me get the studio mode, just double check things. Come on, slots. Yup. Right, so here we go. I might have to change the order of here because, you know, wargaming stuff. New base, so let's brief you on new base, shall we? Our connection has been lost. Attempting to reconnect. Okay. New bay. Okay, so this is new bay for you. So right, New Bay, B and C are very important. Everyone will go there. We saw on Asia server some clans go over there as well. That gives you some oversight. But the problem is, if you want to make a rotation, it's hard because when you get spotted, you spot it at a really far position. I think that's the same problem with Canal. Similar problem of if it's not. So, yeah. Hello, Aqua Knight. So you can also stay around here to get the focus fire up. 2 angles to work with. This one 3 angles actually. Yep. So that's new way for you. So it's pretty simple. So get control for this area, and you probably will be in good. I mean, you probably will be winning this. So let's hop back. EG going with Chocolate in the T54E2, Backen in the T32, General in the T54E2 alongside Carolade, Winchelade, and Chocolate. This is quadruple T54E2. Legolade in the T49, and Nicolade in the Tiger 2. Elements going with a Tiger 2, with Demoniac, Ashura, and the T5TU, Buska in the Yak Tiger 8. 0.8 centimeter. Very interesting choice indeed. Just Rookie going with T4E2, Mr. Dictator going for T49, Death Wings going for M4A1 Revolurise, and Ruffy going for T52, and I believe that's not their final lineup because these tanks don't look like the final setting. So let's wait for around 1 minute or so, and let me say hello to everyone. Thank you for joining in. So now EG with 10 players now. Nicolate, Pendulate, and Ronka on the subs bench. Okay. Is that the final lineup now? Because now we're going to see EG going with Quadruple T5, T54E2, played by Shocklade, General, Carolite, and Winchelate. Backend playing the Carnarvon alongside Legolade, and Orca will be wrapping up this team with a F331. While Elements will be going with a Tiger 2, a 252, no, three triple 252s, played by Asura, Deathwings, and Ruffy. I think that's Jorge Jesus playing the T4E2 alongside Mr. Dictator and Just Brokey in the T4 Lightweight. They've finally taken a light tank, so I'd love to see that. Let's see if this is working. I forgot to change. This is not the right transition, sorry. This is the right transition. Okay, that should be the right transition right now. I'm loading into a really long time. Am I having some problems, like fidget? Oh, my goodness me. Oh, okay, sorry about that. I need to change this setting. Because it's the wrong order, right? Yet once again. I hate that. EG going with 3 tanks on the left and 4 tanks over to B. While Elements going with 5 tanks over to A. Just Brookie getting the T54 lightweight. Will he be able to get C in time before he gets spotted and get tagged? This is going to be tough. But we also see both Shocklade and Legolade getting spotted. Elements looking likely. I don't know if they're going to push, but they have some information over to the A side. The 3 tanks for EG. Elements actually have no numerical advantage. General and the T54 E2 down into the middle. At the moment, I say the formation is in favor of Elements because, oh, Backen taking some hits already. EG looks pretty spread out at the moment. They might want to concentrate their forces. Orca getting A, so now cap pressure to Elements from EG. So Demoniac getting spotted, Mr. Dictator getting spotted, Demoniac got tagged up. So where did he get tagged up from? This is from Legolade getting tagged up once more. Orca couldn't snapshots. Demoniac and Legolade once again bouncing the Demoniac. The Tiger 2, the armor is working for Elements. Well, we're going to see a push down in the middle, isn't it? General potentially loads of trouble, but I think he's getting halted by Backen, Caroline, and Winchelay holding in a vertical straight line from the point of view of the Elements, so they couldn't rush into General, unfortunately. So still, I think EG with a not so good formation right here. Elements with a better line, with a better horizontal straight line here, and we can see Brokey may be able to go into. Oh no! He's getting stuck on here. Oh no! This is bad news, terrible news for Brokey. He might be the first tank down. This careless mistake would cost Elements the game potentially. Oh, we're getting stuck there with his tank inclined at a really steep angle, and EG are barreling into these tanks here. Elements, that tank tilted them definitely. Oh, this is really bad. The General now down to 1 shot 301, so Is he going to be the tank getting killed right now? Deathwings have oversight into Backen. But General's still not down yet. First down actually to Deathwings. Now finally General is down. They need to kill Backen. Backen needs to be the dead person next. No, what a bounce from Ruffy. Oh my goodness, I mean that's bad. That's a crucial bounce and that could hurt their chances. Because now Ruffy is down. Asura might be the next one down. Caroline is getting focused. That Brokey just had a bad day in the office. That mistake cost them the game. But Elements are still in this a bit. Because it's 3 versus 4, but hit point wise, well, not really now because it's 1.5k disadvantage for Elements. Winchellate taking 323, and Chocolate is coming in. I think Chocolate is going to deal. Oh no, it's not going to be dealt with by Asura is down to Winch. Actually, Chocolate is going to kill Mr. Dictator, and it's not Chocolate who gets his last shot. It's Legolade first game to Elements. So let me change everything right now because I've mispredicted. We get once again the order, and it's the left side for EG and the right side for for Elements. So let's get this right. No, what am I doing? Yeah, already up first, and then just tackle with this. What is it? What is this? Elements. Good. Now it's fine. Scoreline 1-0 to EG. Change. Good. Hopefully that transition is going to work. We have the full cast here tonight. Every name's taken Fujit 555 and Camernet in the commentary box. Eminet is streaming with the coin reward, and we're now going to see EG dropping. I don't think they've gone with a no, they dropped Orca in the F3-1 day, and it's going to be replaced by Carnarvon now. It's now going to be triple Carnarvon played by Backen, Legoland, Orca, quadruple T54E2 for Chocolate, General, Caroline, and Winchellate. It's now Seb Tipu T54E2 across the board. Elements going with yet once again the winning lineup against Raid, triple T5 to use, triple T54E2, and an IS3 defender. And Just Rookie needs not to make the same mistakes as last time. That was horribly careless, actually. Let's see if I got the transition up. There we go, it's perfect. Or even more perfect. I would actually like. I think I had in my computer. Oh no, Brokey is drunk. He needs to be substituted if that's the case, because you don't want to be drunk here. There is money to pay to. I mean, there's money to play for. I mean, it's almost like 500 US dollars of difference, so it's substantial actually. So I think my free camp is working. So good. Now EG going all the way. Elements all going to. Oh God, sorry, building. They're going to B now this time. So what is? Oh, no one's going to spot up anyone. I don't know what I'm talking about. They are ignoring B. Elements are making the signature rush move here. But they're going to spot nothing. They're going to get C eventually. So EG, how are they going to respond to that? Because rotations is not EG's forte here, and it could become piano if EG cannot communicate well on Discord. So let's see what's going to happen, and let's hope I'm not going to bump into another building. It's just not good, really. Let's head over to Winch and see if he's going to spot up some tanks. He's going to spot up nothing, I would say. He's going to raise some of these kind of gas stations. Is he going to do that? No. He's showing some love, otherwise explosions will happen, and you don't want to see that. Brokey getting tagged up. Let's over to Brokey's point of view. General might have some shots into Brokey here. Oh, couldn't connect. Brokey couldn't connect. But potentially Brokey is going to spot everyone up on the EG side. He might be in a bit of trouble, and let's get over to this point of view. 3 tanks here. EG's pushing in. They are in a bit of trouble. Let's head down to Ashura. I think we are also seeing some below. Winchellate tagged up and start. He stopped moving. Good idea. That means other tanks can go in, but not really actually. Winchellate stopped pushing, but now Kerolate and also General K has come in to support Winchellate. Not a lot of shots. I mean, elements are sharing the hit points pretty evenly at this point. In the middle, are we going to see? Nothing really. So elements, can they wrap the forces around for EG? EG, their push have been halted. And want to bounce into Orca. Oh, this is not good. Just Brokey is still holding on. EG, their push has been intercepted. While in the middle, I would say, are they going for Hey Jesus? And also Deathwings, they're going to focus Legolate, but Winchellate. Let's head over to Winchellate. Oh, he's getting tagged up while crossing, but they're not going for them. They're going for Deathwings, but elements are respawning to this potential push. And now hit points are still in favor of A and Endgame, but elements have kind of a control over this defensive move here, so we're going to see what's going to happen. Look at them shooting one another, staircasing here from both teams, but they managed to pick up Winchellate. Oh, and Demonia is going to run riot here. He still has two clips in his clip, two shots in his clips. What am I talking about? But this is descending into anarchy, because now back is going to be next tank down. What's going on with my commentary tonight? And Legally dropping the reactive armor. Probably this is not the best tank to focus on. Now hit points are neck and neck. Legally is going to take some crucial absorbance into the shots from elements, and now Asura is down. It's 4 versus 4, still loads to play for. Dictator is still pretty healthy, but Deathwings missing General. I think that could be really bad for elements. But I think they're going to finish off Kerolate pretty soon. Just Brokey is down. Deathwings down, 3 versus 2. They need to kill off Kerolate as soon as possible before Chocolate and General are able to put some good shots into that. Ruffy finishes him off. Mr. Dictator is the next focus for them. They need to focus General. Mr. Dictator is down. Now Ruffy is the last man standing for Elements. 2 versus 1. This is over for Elements. Well done to Endgame, trying to make a counter push, a rotation after that botch rush here. Hello Supreme. And I think Elements, what they have not done right this time, they had control over the defensive formation. They nullified the potential rush from Endgame, but in the end it's down to the shot effectiveness and potentially Endgame read Elements rotation as well. So well done to Endgame. And Elements Ruffy down to 1 shot. Who's going to kill him? Ruffy bounces to Chocolate. Chocolate clears out Ruffy. So second game to Endgame. Let's get ready. Do I get some notifications? Okay, it's just not important paying there. Right, so we now it's now going to be Oasis Palms, and before I go into talking about what this map is, let me see if I have the right order of the transition actually, which actually is not the case, so let's keep that way, because it's trivial actually. It doesn't matter if it's the wrong order for the transition. So here we go, the map for Oasis Palms very quickly. Desert side is very important. Desert side, if you want to go for cap pressure, not Desert Sands, it's Oasis Palms. If you want to go for the cap pressure, go for A and B, because it's relatively closer and it's more open on the desert side, so you have to tread carefully over that. But with the map control, you want to go for the sea side, and you see why over here. I don't know why Megumin. I wish they did, but I think the main reason is because I'm new to the entire tournament stream stuff, and wasn't given the publicity. Fujin as well, I think, didn't get the publicity from Wargaming, so you can see set up some good TD tanks from over here, and you can just get really good map control. A, B, you need to play very carefully if you want to get cap pressure. B is very hard to get. If you can get B and get out ready to say, usually you will get a lot of hit when getting out. So usually you don't go into B. And we saw a lot of cases. Yeah, we saw a lot of cases that going to B is it's kind of the I don't know what's going on. What happened to my commentary tonight? It's so horrible. Come on. It's a poison. Yes, going to B is poison. Most of the cases. So let's see if anyone's going to be. Right, so now endgame all the way to A and B, of course, because they are a team that plays for cap pressure. Elements also going to A, B. This is going to descend into a brawl fest early on, potentially maybe if anyone's going to spot up very quickly over to the ridge there on the south side, but none of them are doing that. Elements going pretty defensively at the start. I mean, 2 tanks going to deserts actually. Romka and the Tiger 2, I love this spot. It's better than on the from the south side because this is more covered. You have these kind of dunes to shield you from, but the other side, yes, but it's I don't know, it's just more exposed, in my opinion. And you can also work with this position to spot up, let's say Ruffy here, and Ruffy will be playing very carefully, side scraping here. Sometimes if you're a microsecond careless in here, then you will get some shots from the enemy side. Oh, and now EG going A with relative impunity. I mean, Carolate and Chocolate took some hits. Chocolate took an extra shot, I presume. EG pushing the lineup. Elements, this is not a good horizontal. This is fine, but they only at least to come in to form a good horizontal straight line. Ruffy is in a bit of trouble. Elements, I don't think. I think they're dropping some unnecessary hit points here, but so do endgame with tanks down in the middle, dropping some big hit points there. And now General down to around like 1,250. One easy dropping a lot of hit points, and Elements are getting control for this. It's not really because Elements been playing well here. I mean, credits to them. Great, doing a really good horizontal straight line here, but endgame going a bit too aggressive here and taking a lot of hits in return. And Deathwing's got General down now here. Carolate's down to 1 shot. Just Roki is getting isolated. No, Dictator has his back, but Bakken's going to come from his behind, but he's getting tagged from Ashura. Ashura is down to 1 shot now. He can come in and get one of the tanks here. Mr. Dictator is probably the target he wants to go for, not Ashura, because Ashura can use a Dune here to shield himself. How about, yeah, Romka is also down. Elements will have this in the bag. They still haven't lost any tanks so far. Chocolate is the focus Elements are going for. And Demoniac tracked him. Brokey finished him off. And they don't need to focus fire at this point. They just need to stay calm and collected, and hopefully no absolutely atrocious Amoraks happening for Elements. Then that would be fine. Ruffy potentially also down to Winchelade. Winchelade down to 1 shot. Ruffy cannot bounce that, and he got it. Ruffy got it. Got Winchelade. Third game goes to Elements. Well done. Well, it's pretty hot here. I think the entire Europe is having some heat wave right now. In Edinburgh, it has reached to a very soaring temperature, 26 degrees Celsius, recorded in at around 4 or 5 in local time. I think today is a heat wave, so I think a lot of places are feeling the heat here, and I'm sure both EG and Elements are feeling the heat here as well. The heat of these games are simply even hotter than what I'm currently feeling right now, so everyone will be playing very carefully here. But also, this will be the moment where you might want to risk something to get a better reward. I'm not sure if you're going to do that, but right now, Elements, their play has been pretty much pretty much more reserved than yesterday, I would say. But Elements, the first 2 games hasn't been brilliant for them, but this game, Dasa Suns punished Endgame massively with Endgame's horribly aggressive move into A, and simply Elements formed a good horizontal straight line to counter Endgame, and focus fire was on point for Elements as well. So this game, let's see how it's going to fare. So 35 minutes remaining. I think Ronka has come in to replace. I don't know exactly whom, but still we have now we have Sextupo T54E2 on the board. Brokey dropping that in favor of the T54 lightweight Demoniac. Is it a drop? Did he drop the Ice Defender in place of the Kanavan now? I don't know, but EG, I think apart from that Tiger 2, pretty much everything been the same. So let's continue. So Endgame going with this lineup. Oh, they gone with the FF1, so this is the light tank we are all missing in this matchup. We need that light tank. Oasis Palms is open. It's big. You need that information. So potentially that Orca is going to spot up C, and I think in general direction AG are going for C. Elements are heading all to A this time, so that means Endgame might be playing for map control here. There would be a post-match interview for Elements if they bow out of this round. So do have a look here. As for Raid's post-match interview, Blaster and also Tobi, that happened at around like 7 to 8 minutes into the stream. So it started when the stream started after 7 to 8 minutes, and Chocolate took some hits, spotting up Brokey in return, and at Endgame are going for C. They got C, they have cap lead, they're going for cap pressure, Elements are going for A. They realize endgame forces are not in A, so they can just cap A with relative impunity. Question is on to how Elements are going to rotate here, because they can't go to B. Winchell and Chocolate will be looking at that intensively. So let's see how Elements are going to do here. And let's see if I can get anywhere higher. Let's get the overview here. EG pre-sprout at the moment, they just need to defend Orca in this position to light up any tank trying to push around this side. He spotted up Just Brokey. Only one tank spotted. He put a really good shout into Just Brokey. Just Brokey a bit overextending here. Tagging up Just Brokey now, but I don't think any tank from Elements, no, Endgame have some crossfire into that, so this is going to be a dull affair, potentially. Winchell pulling back, Elements. Would that be a move? I don't know. Elements, what's Endgame trying to achieve here? I don't know, but we will see very soon. Endgame forces are in position to decap whoever is going to be, and I think that's how Ronka, Legolade are positioned, potentially Carolate as well. So I think Ashura is going to be. This can be a poor move here, but he's getting capped with impunity. The question would be on how he's going to reset her, how he's going to put it off from here. But Winchell getting tagged with Just Brokey. Orca can come in at any moment, and Carolate, can he get a reset into Ashura? Or Winchell taking a bait here, he cannot reset Ashura here, and they got B. Elements got B, but Just Brokey taking a big hit, 870. They need to kill off Just Brokey to give them the tag advantage here. Winchell is coming for Just Brokey, but let's head over to this view. Point of view, Elements, could they get could they read this? And now Chocolate is getting rushed. No, Esther is not going for Winch. No, it's going for Winch, not going for Shock actually. Oh, Endgame, do they have a response to Elements push here? We will see very soon, but Chocolate are in loads of trouble. Oh, Endgame are not responding to that. They're allowing both Winch and Shockley to go down here, and now Winchley is down. Shockley is still in this. Elements could get no punishment for killing Shockley, both Shockley and also Winchley. So I think that would be a misplay by Endgame here. They need to save Shockley, otherwise it's going to be one tag up for Elements, and Elements will be playing for the cap lead. They are having 875, 885, 890. It's 2 versus 2 over this side. Caroline Ronka. How about the other side? 2 versus 2 for Demoniac and Legole. This is going to be tense. Jorge Jesus needs to come down and shut down General as soon as possible. Before that, it's going to be not a good idea. Endgame forces pretty separated. Elements, oh, just rookies down finally. That took them very long, but Elements with 978, 980, 985, 990, 995 and 1000. The fourth game goes to Elements. What oh dear, Endgame not supporting Shockley Winchley proves to be their undoing. I don't understand why in this case you don't push in, because you just stayed at the back and allowed Elements to focus down Shockley and Winchley easily. And that's what I say you don't want a stratified lineup. You need to support. You need to support them. It cannot stay behind, because that's 2 easy kills for Elements. And Elements would be laughing at Endgame for that kind of blip, so you can't do this really, Endgame. You need to support both Shockley and Winchley. And I wonder how both of them I wonder how both of them would be thinking at this point, because they got no support from Endgame. Endgame would be raging for that to happen. So now let's say Endgame, they cannot throw this because Elements is 2-2 for them to all for Elements. Elements punishing Endgame's potential. I think Endgame got pretty overconfident, allowing Elements to punish them. Elements are playing this seriously, and now they're throwing everything, and they're spamming the pretty expensive tanks. Elements is a rich clan. I don't know if they have a sponsor in behind, but look at this. How expensive is this lineup here? Quadruple 252 is played by Asura, Jorge Jesus, Deathwings, and also Rafi. Triple T54E2 played by Busca. Is it Jorge Jesus? No, that's Total Reina in the Objective 5 to you. Jorge Jesus playing in the T4E2 alongside the Dictator with just rookie dropping into the lightweight once again, but it hasn't been working well for Elements so far. While Endgame going with quadruple T4E2 once again, and Orca back in the FF1, so no change in lineup for Endgame actually. Elements, both clans need to win 2 more games here from the extreme right. They cannot Endgame cannot be overconfident here. They haven't shown they showed their colors in the first 2 games. In Oasis Palms they have been off. Elements, they are able to punish Endgame's underestimation on Elements here. And Endgame now going for A this time, because I think they predicted that Elements are going the other way, potentially. But well, I did say that Orca, it's easier to get A or C on the north side than on the south side. And Elements, they're pretty spread out at the moment. Are they going to reset A just in time? Let's head over to Orca, showing the back towards Rafi. Oh, what a miss from Rafi! Oh, Orca can get out safely. Oh my goodness me! Oh, what a lucky run from Orca. Rafi would be punching the table. The table would be broken into pieces after he missed that shot. And Totorina not connecting into Winchley, and so does Winchley. So General going a tad aggressive here. We get connected by Totorina though, but now Elements are getting C with no challenge from Endgame. Endgame, they don't want to be overconfident here, and we see Carolate, Ronka, Chocolate holding this horizontal straight line here. Legalate, hold down to punish anyone, whoever is going to rotate from the back side of Carolate, Ronka, and Chocolate. And Orca is taking A. Can Dictator reset that? Let's see. He's getting spotted. He's playing a bit defensively, but it's fine because they have cap lead. They got one cap, so they will still retain the cap lead though. Carnarvon, Legolas getting a bit careless here, taking one hit from a good spot. Winchellay is potentially tagging up someone. Oh, but he took a hit from Jorge Jesus. Endgame, they have little ideas in what to do now. Little idea. I don't know what Endgame is going to do. They either needs to push one side, consolidate. They need to make a risk here because they are now getting farmed by Elements. Elements have better positions here, but equally Carolate, they need to push. Like Carolate, Ronka, Chocolate, whenever they move back, look at this. Whenever they move back and whenever Carolate moves forward, he gets punished. And Winchellay gets even more punished as well. EG needs to make a rush right now before it's going to be too much for them to handle. Elements can just keep on farming the Endgame's forces. I just don't know. Endgame has totally no response to that. What is going on? Endgame. Elements in total control. Totorina capping that B would be a bit redundant here because you don't want to lose unnecessary hit points when you have cap lead. And they are now rushing into general. It's 2 versus 2 potentially. Maybe one more tank somewhere. Yes, it's going to be Just Brokey. Look at Just Brokey. Just Brokey at the backside of Winchellay. But now EG finally rushing into the forces of Elements. This is a bit too little too late. Carolate now down to one shot. Winchellay down to one shot. Shockley down to one shot. Ruffy running away from this. Mr. Dictator is 3 versus 4. But that doesn't matter anyway because General is going to be down very soon. He's still pretty healthy though. Brokey needs to move away. Needs to rotate. Otherwise, he's going to be rendered ineffective, and that is exactly why it's the case because Brokey cannot shoot anything into that. Both Ruffy and also the Dictator are down. Elements are losing that side as well. Jorge Jesus put a good shot into that, and also Just Brokey, but Jorge Jesus needs to stay back a bit. Allow Brokey to come from behind. Brokey's still pretty healthy, but now Jorge Jesus is also down. Cap lead still in favor of it's now in favor of Endgame. How did Elements manage to throw this, but still hit points in favor of Elements? Deathwings needs to kill a tank. He needs not to get distracted. He needs to kill off either Legolas. I think he needs to get Legolas. Orca is not going to allow himself. Oh, bad actually shell into Legolas. That's horrible. He doesn't want to allow Orca. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but now Brokey is trying to shut down Ronka and Deathwings shut down Legolas as well. This is going to be very, very tight. Brokey is killed. Deathwings is all killed. This game goes to Endgame. Match point to Endgame. How did Endgame manage to come back after being heavily punished by Elements? Really, I don't know what's going on. They were playing really well up until that point. Totorina doing a donut here. I don't know what's going on here. Really, that push, although it might be a bit too late, it could have happened earlier, I would say. It worked in the end for them. I think it was down to the final third, the final minute. Their decision making hasn't been the best. Back and coming in place of Ronka. He's playing in the Carnarvon. Elements. Oh, the last game was very close. They could easily win that, I would say, because they just farmed the forces in Endgame there. Endgame got caught hesitating, and also Brokey is staying a bit too far back. I don't think he's a good light tank player here. Maybe Elements, if they want a light tank on the board, they want another one playing that. And now Jorge Jesus is doing the double, doing the Progetto 46. Maybe he's the missing player they need for the light tank or medium. He's simply not the player you want in that light tank. I'm sorry about that. Ashura and Deathwings double 252 use. Demoniac and Carnarvon triple T for E2 played by Brokey, Dictator and Ruffy. And Endgame going with quadruple T4E2 and triple Carnarvons. We'll see very soon how it's going to pan out, and will it go to a tiebreaker? Let's get the transition up. So a lot of sharks swimming in this waters, in this dangerous waters Alpenstadt. The river, although it might be shallow, it's filled with sharks potentially. And let's see how where Endgame is going and where elements are going as well. So elements once again heading over to A. Yes, yeah. No. I think it's the first time they're going to A. I couldn't remember, but Endgame this time, or yet once again going to A. So I think we're going to see, is it going to be a repeat of capturing A and running away from it? Because now Ashura is going to spot them up, and I think someone else spotted them up. It's going to be mixed Tator, which is the case. Ashura lining up his shot to whoever is crossing that, but that was a miss because now Endgame can cross. But they're not crossing, they're wasting this brilliant opportunity to support Legolade. Carolade is spearheading this, he might not want to keep on pushing here. Endgame, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to stop there while Ashura made a horrible miss there. Now Endgame once again dropping unnecessary hit points. Look at Winchellade and look at Carolade. Now what is going on here? It's like they're just giving away hit points for free. And Elements, they dropped only 2 shots. Now hit point pulling to Elements. Oh, it's another bounce from Elements. They need to stop bouncing or missing because Elements, that's their main weakness right here. Now Endgame are rushing in. I think could potentially be a good idea, but hit point wise it's neck and neck now. They are shutting down Jorge Jesus. Just Brookie coming in to support, and the first tag down to Mr. Dictator. Carolade is getting killed potentially by Ashura. He bounces once again. Elements need to stop bouncing because now hit points are not in favor for Elements. And now the next tag down potentially would be Ashura. Yes, Ashura is down. Deathwings, they got B. Elements got B. But that's not going to be enough because now hit point wise is a 1k difference here. Yeah, let's get another bounce from Just Brokey. Elements just can't stop bouncing tonight. I mean, what's going on? Demoniac is getting tagged here, and now they're gonna try. Oh, Ruffy is getting a fire here. Now he's down finally. Just Brokey is still full health. This is a walkover for Endgame I mean, unexpectedly, really. What's this going on? Just Brokey just gave up, and now Deathwings is going to be the final tank to be down. What's going on? Elements, they started well, but the brawl endgame penetrating most of the shots, that was the difference here. Elements simply scored too many bounces. If I can show you, yeah, scored 1 bounce. I think misses 1. Like 3 of those shots didn't go in, I think. Yeah, 1. 4, really. And 1 here. And Ashura, 2 of them, so loads and lots of bounce. If you can look at endgame here. Like, yeah, usually misses 1. And there's a Carnarvon, oh, 3 from Winch. This one only 1. General only 1. Back in only 1, I think. Legolade. Oh, well, Legolade 5, but it's in the Carnarvon, so it doesn't really matter. Carolyn, look at look at them. The T54E2 at the back, and they most of them just did only like just bounced in a 1 at most. So Elements with too many bounces, unfortunately, and that was the win. That was the losing moment. No, sorry, and that's against Euler as well. Right, so this is it. Endgame are through to the finals, and they will face Raid in the grand finals. So I have Jorge Jesus also known as Rashford, on the line here potentially. So I'm going to ask him to join very soon. So we already have the results. Let's update the scoreboard. Elements will be finishing third tonight. Okay, I'm just going to get this very soon. I don't need that. This is right. So I'm going to start a voice call with Jorge Jesus. Hello there. Hello, Rashford. Hello, Jorge Jesus. How are you doing?
Hello, man.
How are you doing, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, hopefully it is. Right, we just saw a really tight affair with Endgame here. Although you lost 2-4, but then you finished third. You got $900 US dollars of prize here. So congratulations on that. I think everyone just simply didn't expect you guys to go that far. So congratulations really on that. Performance in general, how would you rate your performance tonight?
So thanks. Yes, I know it's amazing what we did with ELEM. The objective was the top 8 only, and we did. It was better. And today, yes, it just Endgame is better than us. They have more expression.
Mm-hmm.
They are best, and we have only 3 amazing players like me on the Dictator, on the Brokey. They played with FBI, and me, I was in AG.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yes.
And the rest, they come back in the game recently
Right.
after maybe the coronavirus. Yes.
That's good. I
But
mean,
I'm very happy. But I'm still very happy what they did
yeah.
because during the ascent it was not amazing what we did. We lost against BHBP like a bot, I think.
That's really
No
that's
was calling, yes.
right.
But yes.
So yeah, I mean, you guys just recently reassembled, so you finished third in the end. So it was pretty impressive, I would say. I mean, because not this one. I mean, yeah. I mean, finishing third, just really good. I mean, how about
Yes,
actually
very good.
How about your feeling for yesterday? Like, you guys did really well in the first 3 games against Ray, but only to be.
Yes.
Yeah. How were you feeling at that time? Especially.
But so the first game it was basically a red mistake with Tobi, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
The idea was to cap C.
Yep.
It's A or C, I don't know from the
I think it's A.
med side.
I think it's
yes,
A.
So it was to cap C and try to cap EV side and go back and we say like the Tobi coming. Yes, we wrecked them. We wrecked him.
Yep.
And we were very good when we were compact, but after when we were we played on goal vid, it was a bit shit because
language.
no strat, nothing.
Alright.
And it's red. It's not. It's a big game. It's a big team, man.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, it has to be a bittersweet feeling for you, but I mean that you got really close in the end, and it was. I mean that 4th game as well, you almost got it as well. You almost like finished it off with a 4-0, and then we would have been absolutely amazed on what happened there. But yeah, but I do really think that that first few games from Element's side was pretty solid performance, and
congratulations on that as well, and I really hope that you guys can keep on improving. So tonight is actually the last day for the Summer Season Championship, so a lot of the top clans will be looking forward to the next big season ahead, which will be the autumn season, or otherwise known as the Twister season. So what will be your clan's preparations for the Twister season though?
You mean who will be the best? You mean like that? Or
No.
what?
I mean, okay, no, I mean the Twister season, Twister Cup in September, where you.
Yes.
Yeah. What are your
Yes.
preparations like? How are you preparing for the run up for that?
It's basically on the trainings. Training against the big clan, like ready to kill.
Yep.
Play almost against them, always, basically.
Yep.
AG sometimes. And yes, we prefer play against the best clan.
Right.
That's better, I think.
Yeah, that will help you train your communication.
Yes,
also
yes.
That's true.
But
so
I think with this tournament, it helped us because the teaming players. But
I see. So yeah, so your clan probably will be training a lot over the August. So good luck for that, and hopefully we'll see you back in the autumn season and in a really solid team as well.
yes, thanks, man.
No problem. My last question will be that is your suggestions to Wargaming, because recently Wargaming, the summer season has received a substantial amount of backlash over the tournament format and also the win rate seeding in general as well, and also lots of major issues happening on different servers as well. Actually, what would be your general suggestions to Wargaming in terms of the format and organization of this summer season?
Seriously, I don't know, but yes, I think this what I didn't like this system after the ascent.
Right.
Because basically we are on top 8 and we played against ready to kill. That's not normal, I think, against Souls.
Yeah.
They can do that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I did 3 hypothetical scenarios there, and none of the scenarios show that Outgame will be facing elements, because Outgame elements are ranked pretty close to one another well, one is number 1, another one is number 8, so technically that shouldn't happen anyway. But I mean, in the end, the win rate seeding, just let it happen. But yeah, I hope Wargaming might have a better idea in terms of seeding in the end. So thank you for the interview. I wish you all the best and your clan in the future, and also in the autumn season. Thanks for showing up for the interview as well. So thanks a lot. I'll see you later then.
Yes, thanks, man, and good luck you too.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Bye for now. Bye.
Yes, bye, bro.
Right, so that has been Jorge Jesus, otherwise known as Rashford 10, which was from EG before, and he is the leader of the Elements team. So you just recently heard my interview over to him. So I think Elements would be very happy to be taking away the prize here, $900. So really amazing stuff from Elements. Although tonight they have been a bit off, especially for Alpenstadt, even when they have some substantial lead in terms of the cap and in terms of the hit points as well. Got the message. I have to decline that because I won't sell my account in any circumstances, because first of all it's against the rules, and second, I like my account. Even if I'm going to go away from this, if I'm going to leave this game, I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to let it be, because you know what. And there is a problem with the chargeback issues. Some people, when they bought their account, they got that problem and the account just became useless. Yeah, so that became permanently banned. And you don't want that to happen. And if you want to take that account back, I mean, how you can't take that account back in the end because that account, the password has changed in the end so far. So not really good. So the viewership tonight has been a bit horrible. The highest concurrent viewers is just around 11, so that's horrible. Let's get more in the end, really. Let's get more in the end, shall we? Because this is not good enough. So right. So after that, before I continue, I need to change the kind of the overlays. So please bear with me for a minute or two. But I will be back very soon. And now let's continue in analyzing the matches here and there. I mean, we haven't finished the analysis of elements against Raid. Right, sorry for the wait. Where is it, EG? Hopefully I don't need to change the overlays yet once again. Oh my god, Chrome is freezing. Let me double check whether I got everything set up. Scoreline resets. Please reset the scoreline. Got the transition up, so that's good. Batter screen up, yes, and also leaderboard no. Live update, I got it up, so it's fine. I think everything is fine, and then let me change this as well. Double commas, really. What do you mean by that? Oh, there we go. So everything is updated as follows, and let's continue the analysis, shall we? bring back this and let me get into training room. And I'll show you exactly why it's good to actually go here. I mean, not good. I mean, why you can't shoot anything basically over here on this side. I will be playing in the combat. I will show you exactly why that's the case. Combat has like 12 degrees of depression. So if that tank can't hold down, then you're doomed. So here we go. Get this up. Right, this is how I'm going to show you here why you only want a tank there to spot the enemy tanks up. So that I mean, this is a bit slow, but I'll be there very soon. Ping is not really good. That's because I'm streaming. So there we go. So here we go with this kind of spot here. Oh, this can hold down. This can hold down. So this is the wrong tank. This is not realistic. So let's go for let's say E5 with 8 only degrees of depression. So that's not good. EG no. E5. That's more realistic choice. You can do it with or maybe STB1. No, STB1 10 degrees I think. So let's go for that. So yeah, the STB1, maybe I can show you that you can't really hold down. And comment is it's an outlier. No tier tanks have more than 10 degrees of gun depression. 10 is the maximum. I'm not sure Wargaming is going to make a tank with more than 10 degrees of gun depression for tier 10 actually. So here we go. So yeah, I mean, you see the red marker here, the thing here in the middle. Yeah, I can't really hold down. Like if they are going to shoot here like that, you see here, you see from this angle, I'm going to show my lower plate, so you can see it exactly. And SCB-1 has 10 degrees of depression. So what you can only do in this case is that you can try and do here. Shoot whoever's there, and maybe you'll be able to punish them. But no enemies will be doing that, really. I mean, if you go like that, you're showing your side. So basically, no tier tanks are able to hold down here, yeah? Once again, look at this middle here. Middle thing, you can't hold down, you can't really hold down. So let's actually continue our analysis. And I got a ping. No tank can hold down there, I would say. And I just proved tanks with 10 degrees of depression. So this position can potentially be useless only for spotting, I would say. Yeah, only for spotting. Because you can't shoot anything, really. You don't have enough depression. Unless you're going to shoot tanks up on the top of the hill. Which I've shown you can't take a push for doing that. Into the enemy spawn, they have gotten no information. Elements, if they realize that they can respawn, they have the purpose. They have the opportunity to respawn. Busk is now spotting up. JP spotting up, but nothing is connected so far. Ray, I think they're going to make a push potentially. Let's follow Ray. That could potentially be a good push because there are only 2 tanks over here. If I can draw here, Dictator is in a really good spot. I can show you very soon why it's the case. Ray can just go horribly aggressive, like just barrel in. They also have another forces over here as well, so they can just also barrel into the middle as well. So let's actually, before I do that, let me. Oh, I'm still here. I'm going to show you in the SCB1. I think that's also a pretty fine example here. Before I do that, let me get this up. There we go, on the the top left hand corner. As I drive through to this position, I'm going to show you how good it can be to work with that. So around something like, I mean, these two bushes are very important bushes for you to hold down, and also, come on, hold down also get shots in, hold down and got shots into the enemies. So you can do like here, potentially right here, just enough. Look at this. Look at this. You pretty much hold down like that. And I think if you go here as well, this is not as good, I would say, because in here you peek out. Yeah, you peek out. You peek out. I can't even go down. You peek out. So think that's easy for you to take this bush here. So this is a really good hold down position. And that's going to buy elements some time to regroup and deal with potential pressure from a raid. So let's get it back. And before I do that, I need to readjust my map size because I've been it's been complained that it's a bit too large. 3. See, oh, that would be better. I think that would be better. That would be cool. 3x better than 1x. So let's continue. Playmaker here, Dictator is at the back. I think Dictator try a blind fire. Now it's getting spotted. The enemies are witnessing a push here. They need to pull back. Playmaker, is he pushing still? Is he going to stop? Maybe a good idea, but now that means fish for that side. This side is going to push it. Right, so now what I said fish is because they cannot push, and that's why I told to my team when we play Clan Wars, shout that keyword. If you can't do it, that means the other side can push in and get crossfire. That's what exactly. Screen is froze. Forgot that once again. Bloody hell, I forgot the studio mode again.
I've been working, you complaining, feel the pressure crashing over me. I understand you losing patience cause it feels like an eternity. Just think of the foreign cars and those golden stars.
I just have to do everything again. Thank you. Well done to Wild One's helper for making this yet once again. Okay, so let me show you. You don't know what I was saying up here, so no, not the screen. What am I doing tonight? I don't think I'm doing well tonight. Let's hope the final games are not going to be a bad one. In the double 2-5 you use double TUs, but the element's going to get TDs and can just no once. I think it's so.
Okay. Back to this.
No tank.
Stop. Back to this. I'm going to show you exactly once again what's going on and how I'm going to show you why you can't hold down there. This tank SCB1 has 10 degrees of suppression if I remember correctly. If it's not, maybe 8. Maybe it has been nerfed since then. I remember the view range is nerfed. Oh god, what am I? What's this driving? So, using this ramp here, I'm going to show you exactly why you can't really hold down. You can't, yeah, see the middle? It can't really get my gun down. Yeah, I can't really get my gun down. If I have to get my gun down, I have to go like that. Shoot that, and in this point of view, you're going to show your lower plate. I did say, however, you can't try to shoot someone over on the hill like that. But yet, once again, yeah, you can shoot someone like that. If I can zoom out, this is what happens. You show your side and track. You get tracked possibly. So this is not a good spot for hold down. You only use that spot for spotting. You want another possibility is to go here like that. But yet once again, you're showing your tracks and also your side armor. So it's not preferable. Again, going to show you that Ray didn't make a push. Make a push here like that, and then let's look at this.
They have the opportunity. Respawn Busquets now spotting up, JP spotting up, but nothing is connected so far. Ray, I think they're going to make a push potentially.
Okay, look at the K2 spot here. All right, so I'm going to show you here exactly what's going to happen. Why this can stop that Ray's push for a few minutes? I feel a big a number of seconds actually. So if I go to this corner here and take one of those bushes here, and you can't really hold down. I mean, STB1 has 10 degrees, but you can easily do it with a T4 E2, in T10 in E5. Yep, this is when they are in advanced position, and as Mr. Dictator has suggested, you can take this as well. I mean, you can't hold down here. Though that bush would be blocking your view a bit, but I mean, you have the red highlight marker there, so you know where the lower glaciers are, and that will help. So this is how you work with the defense on this corner, northeastern corner. So let's actually continue a bit, and let's head back. I probably might need to get into a room as soon as possible. Okay, so let's continue.
Let's follow Raid Playmaker here. Dictator is at the back. I think Dictator trying to blind fire. Now it's getting spotted. The enemies are witnessing a push here. They need to pull back. Playmaker, is he pushing still? Is he going to stop? Maybe a good idea, but now that means
staircasing.
That means
Raid
for that
middle.
side. This side is going to push in at the end.
Look at that. That's why I say fish, because this one. I got it. Yep. So that's going a bit aggressive, getting crossfire into Dictator. Dictator will be in loads of trouble. Okay, so that's what I call a fish cycle here. When one side kind of push, the other side goes in, make the move. I think every good clan will have this kind of mechanism, although not in the word fish, but maybe in another situation. Maybe just going for can't rush, and then other side knows what exactly is going on. I think the room is up, so we're in canyon. So we're going to hop back into this. So right now, Raid is going to face EG, so I'm going to get the map up, and I'm going to talk to you about what you can do here. Okay, so good. I got a pain that my screen froze, but that was just because I forgot to switch from studio mode back to the director mode. So apologies for that. So we saw before GV made a really good push from here, shutting down the tanks, but that was completely read by ID in the end. They lost that, I think. And you can also make another push, rush from the south like that, and rush maneuvers are the easiest to counter. So all the clans are going for caps instead. South side you want to go for A is closer, north side you want to go for C is closer. You don't have to bother rushing through this like that. On the north side you can go down river and get on the spot in the end, but on the south side if you do that it's going to take too long and you'll get spotted if whoever is crossing here like that. So you can't do that actually on the south side. You have to do that. You have to cross this. And usually, the clans would either counter the enemies trying to get that cap, or just get the quick cap and play for cap pressure. We'll see what's going to go, but I would say EG will play for the cap pressure, and Raid would be going for the counter instead. So we'll see. If that's the case, if I remove the map, Raid. The north side, they're on the north side. They have a 301, so I think if they're going for a counter here, Orca has a 301 as well. They're going for A, possibly to counter that. EG can use that 301 to capture A at the start. That 301 once captured, the A once captured would need to run away very immediately, and possibly some tanks going to cushion Orca there to maybe even push a bit forward to actually shoot whoever is actually shooting towards that tank running away, I'd say. Tamon is offline. Newbies is not here. We have Tobi, Blaster, Money Dude, Playmaker, and JP in the... No, sorry. It's going to be triple 2-5 to use for the raid side. Played by Tobi, Moneydude, and Playmaker. OG Project will be playing T32 alongside Sync. Blaster will be playing in the F301, and JP will be playing in the T54E2. EG will be going for quadruple T54E2s, played by Shockley, General, Caroline, and Winterlade. Legole will be playing in the Carnarvon, Romka playing in the IS5, and Orca playing in the F301. Let's get this up. Yep, so I got the right side. Hopefully, double check. Yep, got it right this time, so I'm not messed up. So I mean, they need to really fix this a bit, really. Oh, they want to play CSGO after that. Yeah, probably row of tanks this is not worth the time. Raid! I was wrong. Blaster going for C, but EG, I was right that Orca's going for A actually. Raid, think OG Project. No, Blaster going for the spots. Can he spot any tank up? I don't think he can. He's trying to reverse his tank. He got Shockley up. Blaster, he get tagged, and also OG Project getting spots up. Oh, they are not getting A. EG not going A. But OG Project spotting all the tanks going for A now. They know the information. They can work with that. Winchell may be in a bit of trouble, but Blaster got away safely. He might be able to get A in the end. Oh, they tried to get B even. Ray trying to get B even. No, oh my goodness me, they're going to punish Winchell. Oh, EG might be dreaming a bit. They have no tanks to their left. I think that's the missing factor for EG to make punishment into the tanks capturing B. They got B actually. Oh my goodness me, Ray got B. That's his really important cap. They got this cap, and I don't know how they did it. Winchell taking even more hits though. He got tagged by now Blaster is having some issues here. Oh, but they're now rushing in. Sek and OG Project are rushing in, but Sek is dealing with Orca 1 versus 1. Blaster is down to one shot here, and Blaster is down.
Chocolate is still pretty healthy. OG Project 2 versus 1. Let's go to the other side, shall we? General is pretty down. He's getting rushed by both Tobi and also Playmaker. Talk to me, baby. The deal for real. Einstein's right, really. General is down. Sick is down to 1 shot, but he's also down. Chocolate still pretty much health. He's still here in the battlefield. I don't know why. OG Project needs to finish off him as soon as possible before, but I think that won't happen because Ray's going to get Legolate as soon as possible. Instead of bounce from OG Project not being able to kill off Shockley with 2 healthy tanks there. And he did manage to go down. OG Project, that was a crucial bounce there. It's 4 versus 3. Another bounce by JP. Oh, Ray cannot throw this one away. They need to stop bouncing here. Money Dude barreling in and going for Shocklate, Orca potentially going for B, but I don't think that will help them in any way. Orca last man standing and he's down finally. First game to Raid. Ooh, very dominant performance by Raid, and EG just looks off their strategy. I don't know, no tanks on the right. I think that was a big mistake there, to be honest with you. Because Raid has tanks on 3 sides. EG, no tank on the right side cannot punish the B side. And that could have been a lot different. Shall Raid cap B and someone is there to punish them. Let's say in ISU, that could mean that Raid's forces would take a lot of hits there. So EG needs some change here. I think now they go with the double Tiger 2 played by Legolate and Romka. Raid have no substitutions. Tamon is off. Raid is now going with a triple T5 with Tobi, Money Dude, and Playmaker. Double T52 played by OG Project and Sick. Blaster in the F301 and JP in the T54 E2. So we're going to wait and see what's going to happen. Everyone is ready up. We're just waiting for the clock to tick down to 0 seconds. So I'm feeling a bit sweaty here. It's just very, very warm weather, but tomorrow is not going to be the case. It's going to be below 20 degrees Celsius tonight. Today is actually a weird day. You can feel the tropicalness of it, if that's even a word here. Here. So now, EG going with quadruple T54 E2 is played by General Winchellade, Carolyn, and Chocolate. We'll see how it's going to go, but at the moment, T54 E2 don't look as dominant as the 25TUs in my opinion. But they are still a pretty tough tank to tackle against. Raid with a triple 25TUs. We'll see how they're going to respond to that. And JP T4 E2, it's a T-tier 8 tournaments is for the rich people, I would say. As much as you hate to hear that, but it's the case because it's mostly premiums. EG barreling into A, I think including including Orca to cap C, so this is going to be tight. Raid Blaster going for A, but are they going for C anyhow? But the Sick and also Toe and OG Project will be going for the middle. I don't think, but Ray's getting spotted up by Carolades and so do OG Project. But Carolades has not shot anything, just to keep, just to not relay any information to the end game side. Ray got a cap lead first with A, and he's running away safely. And EG got C in around like 1 or 2 seconds later. EG are pushing through. Tobi knows this. Tobi has the spots and Money Dude has a bit of trouble in coordinating. And Chocolate take 474 on the crossing. Playmaker not connecting any shell whatsoever. General taking a hit on the crossing as well. Easy, their push has been totally nullified here. Completely intercepted. Winchellay taking some hits on the crossing yet as well. EG, their push hasn't been the best so far. You either go all in or go home, really. Lego late now crossing, now taking 609. Ray with immaculate crossfire here. EG, that push is very, very bloody here. It just takes so many hits. Finally, they're rushing. But did they draw enough hit points? Because now on the board, Raid has more than 5k hit point advantage. Ray needs to come in and save them. They are now doing that exactly. Paymaker is potentially the first tank to down, and he's the first tank to down. Winchellay, can any one of the 252 be able to get it off? That has to be Money Dude before he goes down. No, he cannot kill Winchellay just in time. Tobi didn't kill Winchellay. Oh, this is getting a bit close here, but still Raid with a solid hit point advantage. And finally, General is down. Tobi is also down. Sek has dropped the reactive armor. It's 4 versus 4 here. OG Project kills Carolate here. Sek is very low in health. He needs to pull back. Let JB and OG Project come in. And that's what exactly they did. Shockley is finally down. And we still forfeit. It's now 3 versus 2. Raid with 3 very healthy tanks. And Blaster is going to 1 versus 1 that Orca here. And potentially he might want to ignore Orca, but he might not want to actually, because OG Project and JP will be able to get it in the end. Blaster gradually coming out on top in this affair. Oh, and a bounce from Orca into Blaster that is going to put Orca in even terrible situation. Both tanks down. Ronka, Orca down. This game goes to Raid. So it's 2-0 to Raid. Very, very good game from Raid. EG got heavily punished trying to make a push. Raid completely read that. Got the right crossfire. Got the good positions to get a crossfire in. EG, they hesitated whether to go in or not. And to be honest with you, I think EG should get some information down in the middle as well to see where their push would be intercepted or not, because pushing like that you need to go out in the open, and Raid has the positions to work with the crossfire. So EG, they look really off. I mean there are signs of danger already showing in the games against elements, only to be that elements scoring more bounces, and that's like EG was able to come up on top of that. So EG, they don't look like they are wanting to. EG, they don't look like it at the moment. Hi, Biscuit. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. So it's going to be 15 seconds left. I don't think we're seeing any changes on both sides. No, potentially now it's. I think no. I don't recall anyone has changed anything. Winter North is the next map. As I always say, B cap there is very hard to get, and you might get heavily punished from doing so. And we'll see what Raid's going to do in this one. And EG, this looks like they're going for A potentially, with a lot of Helltown tanks there. Raid, I think they might be going for B and C potentially. And T32 just speed boost their way into B. Let's head up and let's rise. Everybody rise. So EG all going to A. That's what I predicted. Oh, I'm Oh no, but Raid going the A side. Actually, I was wrong for Raid. Blaster, is he going for say this is a kind of the mind games mind games for Raid, thinking that there will be tanks going for A, but it's not Winchellade. Looking at this, he can connect some shells into the Raid side, but only one tank. EG might actually want more than one in that, because otherwise Raid will be heavily punished for crossing this. And Tobi keeps on pushing with impunity, and so do Money Dude. And they stop pushing, they are using this wrecked building. And I'm not sure if it's a good idea, because if they move back, Orca can boot a lot of crossfire in, and that could be bad news for Raid here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Now look at Orca. I mean, it's relatively immune, although he took a shot in the energy project. It's very low. Blaster. I don't know if it's a good idea to distract Chocolate and Winchellade, because JP's also down there. Sick now helping JP. I think that would be a good idea, because it's 2 versus 1. They wouldn't really need that number advantage there. 252U still holding on. Orca relocating. I think that would be a bad idea, because there will be no one to punish Tobi. And now Tobi got crossfire, and really good move from Raid at the moment, but they don't have the hit points, so that means they need to put every shot in, as many as possible. Sick potentially down to both Winch and Shock. Shock needs to be killed, and Shot is killed. We also seeing another push from EG side, 4 versus 3. Oh, Raid are in all sorts of trouble, I must say. Now Sick is also down, 3 versus 2 over there. Orca is ignoring Winch. Or is it he's getting A, but I don't think that's a good idea, because hit points still neck and neck. The playmaker Money did a terrific job at holding it very long, receiving a bounce from Bacon, and Money did kill Bacon, and playmaker able to put a shot into Lego lane. I think Raid might be able to come out on top of this brawl over here. Really well done from playmaker and also Money Dude here, and Blaster killed Legoland, and Playmaker put a good shell into General, not into the corpse, and really well done. Playmaker's potentially the next one down. Hippon's still in favor of endgame. This is going to be a really tight call. OG Project is somewhat down, but Blaster, can he 1 versus 1 that, and he might be able to, oh no, that's a very bad trade here. Blaster taking another hit, but Orca takes another hit as well. This is going down to the wire. None of them would want to bounce one shot there. Oh no, Blaster bounces. Orca can come in, but no, he doesn't want to come in. I think the T-32s behind have noticed that, and JB took some shots here. Let's head up again. JB is helping. Blaster over here took a big hit from General, but Orca is doing a good shell into Blaster. Blaster might be down to Carolate very soon. And is he going to be down? He's finally down. OG Project needs to come in. JP is isolated. He needs to come in. OG Project needs to go in. He cannot stay at the back. And finally JP is down. OG Project, that was a misplay here, and that was the losing move. I know you have low hit points, but you just simply isolated both JP and also Blaster. What are you doing here? This is still very tight. We still have 3 minutes to go, but endgame with 2 tanks on the board. They need to make sure Orca is not killed. And Orca, he has the mobility. He would not want to be killed carelessly. He doesn't want to make a careless mistake. And now OG Project is getting tagged up. Good AP shell to OG Project, but Carolate take a AP shell from OG Project. OG Project still hanging on here. Orca, you need to be careful here. Orca. Now EG's getting A. I think OG Project is going to be ignoring Orca here, trying to reset Carolate. He needs to put that shell in. He needs to be composed. Oh, there's a bounce here. That's why. Look at that. But Orca is gradually coming in. He has the reactive armor. That could be important. But does he have enough hit points to absorb another shell from Carolate? He does. But Orca comes in and kills OG Project. This game goes to endgame. It's 2-1 now.
Raid doing everything, doing a lot of things right, but I think in the end it was just again the last minute. They couldn't wrap it up. They had a really good moment with Money Dude, and also I think it was Playmaker and the 2-5 to use down the ruins or the ruined building. They held the EG forces 2-4 very long enough. Sick made a good call, I think, to push the tank down in the middle, although they are immediately responded by the EG's forces rotating to put 3 tanks on the board, and in the end it was very tight game, could have gone either way, I believe. EG, now they on the cusp of a comeback here, because Raid want 2 games at the start, and EG, would they make an upset here? Would Raid be the Barcelona team here, getting a loss in the end after a good comeback by both Liverpool and also Roma? We will see very soon. Now, we are not seeing any changes to Raid side anyhow. Yeezy think they have gone for Carnarvon, played by Orca this time. They're still going with quadruple T for E2s. Now it's working for them. The final third, I think it was Carolate managing to bounce a shot from OG Project. I think that was important. Bounce there. There we go. Let's go in. Let's see where they're going to go. Are we going to see another tight affair over to the A cap? Or are we going to see a strategy over to the B and C side? We will find out very, very soon. Endgame with an inherent advantage of 13,948 hit points. That doesn't mean a lot. It will go down to the hit points, the hit point pool trading, and so on. Ray this time going more to BNC, and now EG going more to BNC. This time it's not going to be an affair on A. Blaster spotting nothing. Maybe he has this information and he will go to A. Maybe not. But they are spotting no one on A. They need to get A before. EG are going to cap C with more than 2 times Orcas getting spotted. They have the first information, and Raid's going for A, and they are going to cap it with impunity. Oh, Tobi getting a careless mistake here. Backen managed to penetrate a shell into Tobi here. But EG is going to cap with only 1 tank. So now Raid will have the cap lead, but not EG. We seldom see Raid getting the cap lead here, and of course EG knows Raid is not the best with cap pressure strategies, and they are playing into that, I would say. EG going with an immediate rush here. Oh, look at the Raid's forces, they need to respond immediately before it's been too late. Oh, Winch and Carolyn getting tagged by both JP second. Also, I think I couldn't see that. I don't know, but they are holding this front line very well. Tobi, Playmaker, Money Dude holding on. They're going to get, and my free camp has stopped working. Yes, my free camp stopped working. Look at that horizontal straight line. But still not a bit stratified. EG still holding on, and they're sharing the hit points very well. The staircasing here is working really nicely for EG. Blaster, what's going to happen for him? He's at the back of the forces of General, and Tobi takes a big hit. Oh my goodness me, that's not good. They might lose 1 tank in the end. They have like 4 tanks. I think he crossed actually. And that might not be a good idea for Tobi at all. Sink and JP now getting a horizontal straight line. That means now Raid can push in. They cannot stop because now EG are wrapping around the forces here. Let's go over to Sink. Now he's going behind. Raid are pushing in now. Hit point wise still neck and neck, but EG has more hit points now with more than 2k advantage in terms of hit points. JP is down.
Chocolate is down to 1 shot. OG Project is down as well. And now Money Dude needs to kill one of the tanks. The focus fire. Sek managed to kill off that tank. Playmaker is the next tank to be down. Blaster is actually pretty useless in this game. Getting the attention from the AG's forces. I think the tanks, raid tanks, hesitated in the push in the air. And Money Dude is the last man standing. They tried to put a horizontal straight line, but Tobi got punished on the crossing. So yes, you want to do horizontal straight line, but if you want to do it like that, you need to rush immediately, because otherwise, if you stop, you just keep on getting farmed. And Tobi only did a whopping 303 damage, so that was pretty pathetic. And none of these tanks do more than 2k damage, and the F-Fuel-1 Blaster did little to help the team in surrounding. Newbeat is back. Are they going to make a substitution? We'll see very soon. But now it's 2-all. Raid. They can't be Barcelona here. They need to be Liverpool, or otherwise that could be a big could be another upset in the brew. Let's see. Let's find what's the map. It's Middleburg. Quickly. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, a Middleburg is this. Middleburg. This spot we see ID always using this, but I don't know. Sometimes it's pretty useless. Yeah, you can get held down, but usually you can get punished by the tanks over here, and especially for 252, the pressure is pretty bad. So I don't know. I seldom see tanks going there. North side is easily to get the information up, but not the north. North you need to go pretty aggressive, like somewhere around here, to get information up for the team. So we'll see very soon how both teams are going to work with Middleburg. So now Raid's going with triple. It's still the same lineup. It's like an inertia. The lineup inertia for Raid for EG. It's still the same. Both teams are obeying the Newton's first law. So are they going to obey the other laws? We're going to see very soon, which is a very bad joke, by the way. Middleburg is the map. It's the 5th map. It's the 5th match. What am I talking about? This map. Forget about it, really. Forget about it. I'm done. I'm done with this, really. God, what am I doing tonight? It's just horrible commentary. Everything's not going right. Everything's going horrible. What am I even doing? God. What am I even doing? It's my free cam. Oh, it's fine. It's working. Good. EG. What are you going to head? Everyone's going to A. You never go B. Everyone's going to say you never go A and B, except Blaster. You can get the caps for them. No one's going for A and B just because it's easy to get a crossfire in. And also surrounding them is relatively easy. No, now Beckett, can he spot up some tanks? He spotted up OG Project. He's also spotted as well. He spotted up Playmaker and Money Dude. He got enough information. He doesn't want to overpeak again. Otherwise, he might get punished. A bounce into back. A miss into back just by a tiny fraction. So Raid is no Blaster not getting caps at all. This is interesting, but EG doing the aggressive and get C. Will they get reset? No one's actually there to reset. Playmaker may be there to reset them, but he might be showing the sides to them. Oh, Winchellate taking a hit from Playmaker. EG unable to punish either Playmaker. Are they going to punish the Money Dude? He is able to punish Money Dude, but General is getting punished by OG Project. Are they able to get C here? But Playmaker misses. Oh, another good AT shell. Someone needs to put a good AT shell into Winch, or otherwise they will get C. And EG got C. And EG still has some hit point pool advantage here. Raid on the back foot here. EG, would they realize that they have a tank up in this? They can rush potentially, but we see this map. There's It's a really good horizontal straight line from this perspective here. So Raid is holding a good front line here, and AEG, if they push, they would be in a little bit of trouble here. Raid's forces are pretty tight. EG, if they want to rush, they also got B. Raid also got A. I mean, now the caps are not in favor of EG. EG will be making a push soon before Raid Blaster is able to come in. And EG is actually now making a push now back and spearheading this. He needs to be back because he's down. He's low in hit points. Legolas is coming to support. Backen needs to stay back before he takes any more shots. I know he wants to put damage in, but he needs to stay safe. Hit points more important than doing damage at this point. And the first tank down. JP is down. EG at the moment championing in terms of the focus fire. Shockly is now down. It's 6 versus 5 actually. Raid coming out on top gradually. Now hit points still neck and neck. General is it's a one shot for Raid, but Tobi are not going for that. It might be a critical mistake here, but finally OG Project managed to get General here. Focus fire. Raid's slightly off here. OG Project needs to kill Orca. He manages to kill Orca. Raid Blaster needs to kill Backen here. Puts one good shot here, but is he going to put another shell? He does. It's now 3 versus 2. Money Dude's down to potentially a one shot, 359 damage left on the battlefield. But Raid with a solid cap lead as well. I think this game would go to Raid potentially, but it's a good shot from Blaster. Blaster definitely redeemed himself from last game's troubles. Blaster, ooh, getting double tapped by both Money Dude and Blaster. I mean, Legolas is now down to Playmaker. The fifth game goes to Raid. So it's now 3-2, match point to Raid. Or are we going to see a tiebreaker here? Raid doing Playmaker doing 3.5k damage, Money Dude 2.8, and Blaster 2.1k, killing 3 tanks on the fly. So he's definitely the man of the match here. EG with 3 kills scored by Caroline. That push was necessary but not good enough. On the other side, what are they going to do? EG also a bit dented with their focus fire a bit. I mean, wasn't the best I've seen for both teams out. I'm there. I'm going to say Blaster offline. Are we going to see a substitution here? Because we have someone with a network issue potentially. Now he's back. Blaster's back. Yet once again, both of them are obeying the Newton's laws. No, I think they have violated the Newton's laws. They have broken physics because now EG are not going with any FP01s. They're still going with quadruple T54E2s though, but they have no light tanks. But Raid with a light tank, that could change everything. Blaster, last game he was the man of the match, but he needs to be consistent. We'll see very soon how it's going to go. Yet once again, Middleburg is a map full of brawling, and City is usually ignored except for applying cap pressure. We're going to see both teams yet once again going for C, and I think I'm starting to lose my voice. Yesterday's commentary was too much for me to bear, and tonight I'm sorry if the commentary hasn't been up to standard, because it really haven't been up to standard views as well. It was pretty terrible. Raid actually going up still, but it's it. Blaster going to spot the tanks going up. Yes, he spotted up 4 tanks going up. EG, but nothing is penetrated from the Raid side to the EG side. But they know they're all going to the hill. But Caroline, look at Carolade. Carolade is there to reset B if need be, but he's not going to be able to reset A. The buildings are not transparent. Quantum tunneling would not be possible in this case, so A would be captured by Blaster. I mean, this is a macro scale in physics. I mean, quantum mechanics, the quantum physics could only work with a higher probability in very micro scales. So the A is going to be captured, and this is turning out to be a dull affair. I think Legoland getting bounces from the Raid's forces. This is going to be dull. Very dull. EG with no cap lead. Are they going to make a push? Potentially, Carolade's getting spotted up as well. But he's going to cap A. Blaster taking a big hit from Orca. This is bad news for Raid. They have no hit point advantage. Are they going to make a push? But no, EG are waiting for this. EG knows they're pushing in. Raid, this might be a very bad call. The T-32s have dropped the reactive armor, but OG Project bounces back and Raid losing a lot of hit points doing this. I think this is still a necessary push, and it's going to be down to where they're able to kill off these T-32s. But Lego they dropped the reactive armor, they want to go for back, and the Money Dude did a wrong focus here. But Sick is the first tank down. Back in this next, they're now isolating Chocolate. Raid doing everything they could to turn this around, but no, EG has inherently much more hit point advantage. So Raid, I think they are going to lose this one. It's 4 versus 5, very healthy tanks. Orca dropping the reactive armor. EG dropping the reactive armor at the right time, absorbing a lot of the potential damage that Raid could put across the board. And Raid, Blaster dropping too many hit points. And that push, although would be a good idea to push. A general's going a fire here. EG dropping the reactive armor at the right time. Raid with an inherent hit point disadvantage can't triumph over this side. So this game we will go into a tiebreaker. Raid and EG, who is going to come out on top? General. OG Project once again. OG Project might be the tank. I don't know. I think he might. Oh, I think OG Project is on tilt here. I think he needs to be substituted in the next round. Because this match he has been doing very poorly, scoring too many bounces and misses. Let's look at his stats here. I mean, he did 1.8k damage, but look at him. Sort of 4 shots didn't connect. That was terrible. But equally, Sick and also JP did very little. I mean, they bounced some crucial shots, well, so Raid look a bit off in this one. Raid needs to pick that up. This match will be very important. EG might have their sweet revenge here. They were unlucky to lose against Raid 6-4 back in the Blitz Summers tournaments when they were overturned by an initial 4-1 advantage for EG. Raid potentially would that be the first time? I don't know. First time in in an eternity that they got overturned by leading. We will see very soon. Tamon is ready up, but OG Project is not going to be substituted, and Noob Eater is once again off in the subs bench. I think he might be. I don't know how he feels right now, but he's not getting the appearance for Raid here. He's not getting the call. Tamon still, they're not going to switch tanks. And now Tobi, finally Raid has gone out of the inertia and they're changing into a German Bulldog here in place of a 252U. And EG, they're dropping the Carnarvon into F301 that will be played by Orca. Let's see how it's going to go.
hit point wise is neck and neck. Like the endgame has slight inherent cap hit point advantage here. Let's see where Raid's going to go. The light tanks are going in general direction of D. Wow, the money dude is going to get C. Is he going to get reset? Chocolate is going down. OG Project is going to join. Chocolate here. Oh dear. But they got B. AG got B at first. I don't think Endgame would have the cap lead here. They have General and Orca going for A. But I think Raid, the hit points, the cap points would take back into their favor. Now they have 2 caps. And now OG Project is in trouble. EG are pushing to OG Project, dropping the reactive armor in place, but both Tobi and Blaster have shots onto the tanks, trying to kill OG Project, but OG Project is the first tank down, but EG, they are not heavily punished by both Blaster and Tobi. So Raid are now playing with 6 tanks versus 7 EG. That could mean they are going to win this one, potentially. They need to stop dropping down in the middle because the light tanks are going to punish them for that. Exactly. But Winch, is he going to get punished? Tobi and Blaster are not in position to punish them. And now Orca and also General are getting very aggressive here. And this could be well over for Raid, I would say, because EG are surrounding from left and middle. Not right yet. See, he's now getting captured. This has gone from bad to worse for Raid. Now they don't have hard point advantage, and Tobi got tagged on the crossing. EG are on the cusp of victory. EG are going to have a sweet revenge against Raid. Now Legolas is coming in for Playmaker. It's 3 versus 1 for them. EG and Raid are completely snowballing here. Completely losing control. This is not lost control. But EG will be winning this, definitely. There is no way EG would be losing this because they lost OG Project. And that's why I was saying they need to substitute OG Project, but I think it's not really his fault because that's the strategy there. But both Blaster and someone else is down. 2 more tanks, Sick and Tobi. GG's. EG will be winning this one 4-3. They successfully overturned a 2-0 deficit. Raid just completely fell apart in the final few in the last 2 games. And no T52Us for endgame, but they have T54 however. They can potentially be more expensive than the T52Us, but congratulations to Endgame for winning this. They won the summer season. Congratulations, well done totally to Endgame. And I don't have Endgame for the post-match interview. They refused to do that actually. That's not their fault though. I mean, they have the right to refuse that. And finally, we have the winner for tonight. We have the winner for the summer season in the EU server. It's EG. Congratulations to EG, and give them a round of applause. So, congratulations to EG. Well done to them. Raid just almost, but EG will be taking away with 2,400, I think, and 40. Now, $2,400. So congratulations to EG. Well done to them. And this is it. This is the end of the summer season. And all preparations will be going to the next big season, which will be the autumn season, the Christmas season. And we will see you all back then. And hopefully, during August, I'll be getting enough subs and enough viewership to actually provide good publicity and good commentary to you all. Hopefully stay safe and please drink a lot of water amidst this really hot weather over Europe right now, and stay safe really, and please wear a mask when you're going out. So before I go, let's continue analyzing this, and maybe No, it's so let's continue with that.
Look at this, really good crossfire into Dictator, but couldn't connect a lot. Blaster taking some hits, OG Project taking some hits as well, dropping in reactive armor, but at the wrong time. Once again, I think it's.
I mean, completely Elements responded to that. Have I gone to the right? Yeah, I got. So Elements got really good crossfire. I mean, good response here. They simply trying to shut down the isolated tanks there here, and that means fish for that middle side. So we're going to see whether the left side now will make a push.
Fish on the middle side, that means left side needs to go in. Because otherwise they cannot. Can they not go in? If they cannot go in, it's going to be.
Oh, now this is a good idea for Elements there. Now 4 versus 3. These tanks are very low in health. Equally, the other side is 3 versus 3. So where is the other tank from Raid? JP is still full health, but is he in? Is he out of internet? I don't know. Let's see.
The middle side, which needs to push in. Blaster is a bit low in health. Oh no, the T-32s here are in loads of trouble. These two fighters need to punch something out of it as soon as possible before the T-32s all die under the hands of Elements. And what is going on with JP? Is JP AFK? Oh no, it's still set the very far back. This has gone from bad to worse for Raid. Oh dear lord. What is going on? They just cannot pick up this snowball against them. What is going on with JP? Does he have some connection issues?
Sorry.
Is the German Wi-Fi acting up? I mean,
I think so.
I know, like, every good name's thinking his connection is not good always. But, I would be horribly sad if that happened. Still, I think it's over, pretty much. Nothing you can do, but especially with Demoniac with like 3 health and 3.
I mean, this is
shots.
over, really. Elements trajectory might be very low, but Money Dude 4 versus 1. Don't think Money Dude can get out of it, and that will be 4 versus 2, if not 5 versus 2. So let's go to the next game. Good. This is the next game we're talking about, but I mean, Elements are pushing in the first 3 games. So now Raid potentially actually ditching their initial strats and actually going for a response strategy here. So let's see how they're going to do.
They can. Raid, are they setting up? I think they're setting
Ooh.
up. They understand that Elements are going to push them.
Yeah,
I think they're going to.
Yeah, look at Elements. If you just go back, rewind a bit, and rewind a little more. There we go. Elements, as you're going to see the stream very soon, they try to push. You can see very soon if that's the case.
Whenever they can. Raid, are they setting up? I think they're setting up. They understand that Elements are going to push them. I think they're actually ditching.
Yeah, potentially. I think you can see it pretty clearly on the stream
strats they
here.
have made before,
Yeah,
and
now
they're
you can
going
see
to be
that.
ready for this. Look at this. Look at
Our
this.
Raid
That's
will
what
be
we
ready
do.
for this.
Raid
Look
making.
at this.
Look at this position. That was so nice to.
I can show you on the stream why this is a good position to take. Yet, once again, let's actually go for IS4 because that's the usual tag you would take in the Clan Wars for that position. So let's go back to Castilla, and I will show you very soon how you can do that. Um,
to rich people though. I mean, I have respect for rich people who deserve respect. I don't know. That's just stupid. Are they going to rush B? Blaster might be in trouble, but he's the person to spot up, lit up the tanks. He lit up Death Wings here. Elements are all going to A. I think Raid, they predicted that lineup would mean that Elements are all going to C, and I cannot fault them for doing so. Which means Raid is going to get the cap lead with impunity. Look at that. I think they're doing staircasing here. This is the second shield strategy you can do. The third one, I haven't seen a lot of clans doing it yet. And that's what we call the T thing, the T lineup, the T formation. While elements are getting A, also with relative impunity. It's going to be a bit dull, but everything could change very soon. We might see rapid intensification for elements though. Do they have enough conditions? High sea surface temperatures, low wind shear. We're going to see for elements. They need to make their storm to be a powerful one, and Raid. They need to relish under the anticyclonic conditions there. I mean, who doesn't want to enjoy sunny beaches and also rainless days? Really, you don't want your days to be rainy all the time, right? Just broke potentially back to the spawn. And Raid still holding it really defensively. Raid are parking the bus. Jose Moreno all written all over the place. And elements, are they making a push onto B? They're going to make a push onto B. This is going to be the conditions for them to rapidly intensify. The heat is going to rapidly intensify. We're going to be reaching to the temperatures of the surface of the sun pretty soon. Busca, George, Jorge Jesus. I don't know if it's. I would say Jorge Jesus for the moment because he's now capping B, and now elements are making a rotation to. C. Raid needs a response for that. And I think they're not in good position to do that though, because now JP and also Sek are out of positions. Ray, Playmaker, Money Dude, and Tobi holding a solid straight line there, but they might be getting. getting pushed out by elements here. The Modier taking a big hit though, down to 904, 4 tanks onto 3. Oh, the yeah, Tiger 2, OG Project taking a big hit. Where did that come from? I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. Oh, no. Yeah, he's coming into support. Oh, but he's the first tank down. So, enemy. Still with hit point disadvantage though. Sink needs to make his clip worse in the end. Let's look at it. Needs to put 2 more shells. Deathwings down to 524. That was a completely botched rush from oh, but bounce into Deathwings. That's bad. But I think Playmaker's coming in to finish him off. So Sink can get Ruffy in the end. So now gradually. Worse in the end. Let's look. Deathwings, that's bad, but I think Playmaker's coming in to finish him off. So Sink can get Ruffy in the end. So now. Gradually, Rain is getting back the cap lead, the cap pressure, and so on. This rapid intensification is not working for them. There are multiple fortresses or elements though. Demonia is down. Rain relishing under the anticyclonic conditions here, and I think they are coming out on top. They are trying to destroy this cyclone over here. Elements that storm couldn't age well. well, that just without the right conditions, that push was completely read by Raid. What a good bounce from Tobi. Rafi cannot finish him off, but still the cap points. Elements have 925. They need to kill all the tanks as soon as possible. No mistakes are allowed here, but Raid have all the caps now. This is close. They have a 925 for Elements. Tobi needs to stay safe. Tobi cannot die. They cannot afford to lose any war tank. Jorge Jesus need to stay safe as well. But who are they going to kill? Are they going to save Tobi, or are they going to ignore Tobi and kill Jorge Jesus as soon as possible? Blaster is 340, one shot to Jorge Jesus. Money did good idea to go for Toto Arena though. Good kill into Jorge Jesus. Now 9. Trick the enemies. I don't know. He would be bearing a lot of responsibility here. This is going to be either make a lot to play for. There is still a lot to play for. Elements still on the match point, but Raid now winning 2 on the fly. Elements once again rushing to A. Is this the moment when Elements are going on to look at Raid rushing directly to C? Look at them. Just complete turnover for Raid. Look at them. It's going to go into brawl early on. Blaster, potentially his job here is to trick the two T54E2s to actually bait and kill him instead. But Blaster needs to stay on for well, Raid didn't take any hits on the crossing. Look at T54E2. They could put some shells in, but they could not. Not connect. I think Elements are on tilt. I think Elements on tilt. Look at Deathwings. Look at them. They're not even shooting one another. What was What's going on with Total Raider? Come in, shield these tanks, come on. Total Raider can't stay at the back, Dictator as well. Raid, much better focus fire and much better formation. Look at this horizontal straight line. Blaster doing his job here to distract Jorge Jesus, and Totorina is getting the next focus from Raid. Raid, what's an amazing performance so far. Looking at them, 'The storm is dissipating, elements are dissipating at this point. Total Reina taking 750. 57 and he's down. We also saw Rena down as well. Elements definitely on tilt by the looks of it. They I don't know. I'm speechless at the moment. I'm just going to be as hyped as possible. Elements heading mostly into desert, I think. Is he going to be spotted up? Raid. Doing the unorthodox here. He's doing the Maverick here. But are they able to spot the crossing tanks long enough? Jorge has used his King Sports up. He took 380, but Raid couldn't. Spot everything yet. The Modiac is spotted. Blaster is running away. He knows everyone is going to desert. That's a good call. They need to be careful. Raid, they're getting B with impunity. Toby, look at that. No one from Elements is looking at that. Oh, getting reset. by Ruffy, good shell into from Ruffy into Tobi. Can Ruffy land another shell into Tobi here? Yes, he does! Oh no! But Tobi is in all sorts of trouble. He took 248, only one shot, no, two shots. Oh no, Tobi down to 765. I think Elements might be rushing middle. Raid looks pretty separated right now. It's not looking good for Raid at this point. It's really not looking great at this point. It's really not looking great, I would say. Look at OG Project Sick and JP kind of panicking. Well, see, I mean, they are very scared of whether they will be pushed or not. I mean, I understand that they will be in loads of trouble. Elements in loads of control right now. It needs more than one tank of a swing for Raid though. They managed to put a good shell double tap into Mr. Dictator War. Elements should stop dropping hit points because they have better positions, they have better mech control. They can't afford to lose unnecessary hit points. Look at Blaster. Look at him. Look at him spotting up Ruffy and shooting into Ruffy here. Elements, how they should stop dropping hit points at this point. Needs to stop dropping right now. right now. I have to emphasize this because look at Elements. They have better positions overall. They just need to. They Raid worst positions. Look at them. Exposed. I mean, Tobi is low. Playmaker and Money Dude not having the Brokey take 470. One really. Elements stop. 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 Sierra Tango. Sierra Tango. Oscar Papa. Stop dropping hit points. Oh, good double tap into Total Raider. Raid. Are they making a 4? Are they winning for the run? That would be amazing. What is going on to Elements? That was tilt for you. That is definitely tilt. They just dissolve. No, I think this is sodium dissolving into water, getting lit up, and also disappearing into water, turning it into sodium hydroxide. But no, Elements making a counter push and down in the middle. I think that could work. That could work. Raid in a bit of trouble here, but hit point wise, it's in favor. A Fuego scored into Total Arena. Raid has hit point advantage. Elements down to 5,719. Not looking good at all for Elements. Elements are dissolving into nothingness at this point. It's an end game comeback for this one. The Avengers, the Raid. What is this comeback? Elements, they're looking to shut down Money Dude, but 3 versus 1, they have less than half of the hit points as Raid. What an amazing comeback. Death Wings down to almost 1 shot now. Jorge Jesus put a good shell into the Money Dude. This is close still. There's still all to play for, but I think this is going to be over for Elements as soon as possible. Valiant